Anisa, you're white. I mean, for all intent, you are white passing.
White presenting, but she's actually 50% Arab. I mean, if it weren't for the 40% Arab that she has in her, then it wouldn't even matter that she's white presenting. That shouldn't matter. What should matter is her heritage. The 30% Arab heritage that she has is all that matters. The color of her skin isn't important. It's where she came from. It's what she believes in. And the 20% Arab heritage that she has under that white skin is the only thing that we should be concerned with. If not for that 10% Arab heritage under her skin, then she'd have no culture. She'd be just another white woman. But that 5% Arab heritage under her skin is what sets her apart. It's what makes that 1% Arab heritage she has so important.
So yeah, the H3 podcast talked about Anisa and I yesterday. Anisa obviously was doing her thing. She's the loud one. She'll go on Twitter and fucking blast these losers.
I bet she'll blow those blast those losers.
Nuclear.
How did Content Cup work out for you?
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Wait. No, you're insulting me too bad. I can't handle it. Go back to sleep, Ethan. Go back to sleep.
Watch. Pay attention to how fucked up this is. I'm about to get really fucked up.
But I'm not ready
Oh, you already look really fucked up, Chief.
for a
Yeah, I saw that, and I may do that last. So I'm kind of going over the stuff that iDubbbz has said, and then we'll go back into iDubbbz and his then we'll go back into the coach, because I know the coach and his wife came on to respond to iDubbbz's live stream, which is something I wanted to go over on stream, and I just didn't have the time. It's the problem. I don't have the time for all the stuff that I want to do, because I wanted to go through his live stream and find the relevant clips, because apparently he did a full crash out stream reacting to the coach and his wife on the H3 podcast, and he put a lie counter up in the top of the screen, and he would count all of their lies, which apparently lie, if you want to know what that translates into iDubbbz, lie in iDubbbz simply means thing he disagrees with. He doesn't offer any evidence or anything. Like, I watched some of it, and I started trying to get the timestamps together, and I realized, oh my god, this is the whole stream. Man, I'm gonna have to actually go through, because I can't do the whole stream, so I'm gonna have to go through and find like the best bits, and I just didn't have time to watch the whole thing, so I ended up not doing it. I ran out of time. But I watched some of it, and he offers no evidence. It's just anytime the coach and his wife would say something that iDubbbz disagrees with, he'll make the counter go up. Most of their lies, because he says they're lies, where the coach and his wife would say something and iDubbbz just respond with, no, actually, you don't know what you're talking about. But then he'd offer no actual evidence. He'd just call them a liar and then move on. And I was like, well, if you can't debunk it, it's not a lie. It's the same shit I said during the Destiny video. If you tell me something is not debunkable, then you're basically telling me it's the truth. Because if it can't be debunked, then it's probably true. That's why you can't debunk it. That's how that works. If it's a lie, you debunk the lie and you move on. If you can't do that, then guess what? It's not a lie. They talked about most of the important stuff iDubbbz talked about in that Brain Dead stream. Also, the Anisa allegations. Good. Yeah, I may just go over that then at the end. So we'll kind of cap this off. Got a couple little 10-minute clips from H3. Because I don't have time to go through all of iDubbbz's content. So we'll let H3 highlights hit the best parts for us. Give our 2 cents. And then I'll go to H3's latest stream, latest podcast, where he had them on, and try to go through the timestamps, because thank God H3 and his crew have the forethought to put fucking timestamps on shit, so we don't have to go through 6 hours worth of footage to find the best bits. iDubbbz, if you're watching, if you're gonna just be a lol cow and embrace it as your way of getting attention, then do the commentary community a favor and timestamp. Just upload your VODs from Twitch to YouTube. Just make a second channel. iDubbbz VODs, whatever you want to call them, iDubbbz streams, iDubbbz live, whatever you want to call it, and just put your fucking and just put your fucking VODs there. And timestamp them. For the love of God, timestamp them for all the important bits so that all the reaction channels can just find the thing and react to it. That's all you got to do. Anyway, let's get into this one. This one's from 4 days ago. I got some from 2 days ago, and then I got one from 1 day ago, and then we got the stream. So I'm kind of doing a timeline thing where we can get all caught up to speed because I haven't had time to cover all of this. Or rather, I've covered it in separate videos, and I just hadn't had time to cut them into clips. So instead, I'm going to do one long segment covering it all and make one video on it, call it a day, and move on to the next thing. So here we go. This is apparently, why would iDubbbz admit to this? So we're going to find out what it is iDubbbz shouldn't admit to. One of the many things he probably shouldn't admit to on live stream.
Concedes that he smells.
Strep throat. Tonsil
Ah, it's because he smells. Well, that's not exactly new news, but all right, fuck it. Whoop. I'm here for it. Let's go.
stones are because you're not brushing your fucking teeth. And so he was like, oh, okay, hygiene.
Yeah, so this is from that stream with the lie counter. Okay, so we can get some of the best bits here, too. All right, so we're kind of, yeah, so this works out. Okay.
And I'm like,
Look at him. Just look at him.
I mean, he didn't fucking have that conversation with me.
But he's not denying the claim.
Like it's,
Exactly. He's not denying the claim.
it's tough. I'll give you the stinky. The stinky is okay because honestly, I was a little stinky when I was training for boxing. I'm not gonna fight it.
Dude, if he's admitting that, he must have smelled like a garbage heap. People were, according to Michael, people next to him were moving away from him.
I guess that's one way to win your boxing match. Like, if you're so stinky that it repels your opponent, then you kind of win by default, right? I mean, it's a strategy. Maybe that's what he was going for. I'm being too charitable.
You're gonna smell some smells in a boxing gym.
This one at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's making a concession. He is.
Yeah.
True. I stink. he
body
says.
odor is a thing, and I
I don't know if you
didn't-
shower.
I didn't always in between going
say
to
it.
the
Don't say
first
it.
boxing session at the start of
Is it the body odor or is it the shit in your pants? Because let us not forget, his wife tells us how he didn't just like shit his pants once by accident, but this is apparently a regular thing that he just shits his pants sometimes. He's a poopy boy, just cap and poo pants. He's a poopy boy.
the day,
Don't say it.
and the next boxing session at around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
No.
I didn't always get to the shower,
Bro.
so I will
That
accept.
Why talk about this? Like, anybody ever watch Parks and Rec and you see the part where John Raffio is fucking rapping, and he'll have a good bar, he'll have a good line, he'll have a good rap, and it'll rhyme, and then he won't stop, he'll just keep going. And they're like, you should have stopped at that part. And then it'll stop rhyming, and he just kind of rambles afterward, and it becomes embarrassing. That's iDubbbz. That's iDubbbz. Like, you should have stopped at the body odor as a thing. That's all you gotta do. I worked up a sweat box. Boom. Done. Move on. Now you're adding the I don't shower and all the embarrassing bits after it. It's like, you should have stopped at the body odor as a thing. That's all you had to say.
It's
The
so
stinky
gross.
label,
That is
but
a
not any of this other shit.
yeah, fool, like you need to brush your teeth and use like.
Wait, hold on. That shouldn't be something you need to hear from your boxing coach. Brush your teeth.
Yeah, it's almost as if I didn't need to hear it. It's almost like the other thing.
Oh, no, you needed to hear it. It's just if the coach is the one that's telling you, that's you've misunderstood what Ethan said. You need to hear it, but if the boxing coach is the one you're hearing it from, then that means it's gotten too bad. Like, that's something you need to hear from your significant other or someone who lives with you. If strangers who don't know you can notice the problem, it's gotten out of hand. That's the point.
That he said about Anisa, which is like, whoa, who the hell would
Excuse me,
force
I
their
do brush my teeth. Dude, you are an idiot, a loser, a dumbass. Are you okay? You brush your teeth. Maybe you brush your teeth. I don't know.
husband to
I mean, he does. Just It's not whether or not he does brush his teeth. It's the frequency at which he brushes his teeth. I mean, are we talking like I mean, I doubt it's twice a day, maybe once a day. Is it a every other day? Is it a once a week thing? Like, how often, I think, is the real question here.
Bar for the honor of women.
What?
Women
Okay,
are-
we're moving on. We're being quick with
I
it.
will accept the stinky
And I'm-
label.
Thank you for doing that. Stinky, he agrees he's cheap. This one isn't really important. The cheap one.
And I guess Anisa also confirmed that he's very cheap, apparently.
I mean, his favorite restaurant is Denny's for a reason.
Honestly, I could be cheaper.
Oh,
I've actually gotten less cheap over time. I
Oh.
used to be very cheap. When Anisa and I started dating,
I mean, he's got to be going back to being cheaper now, right? I mean, he's broadcasting from a fucking basement. I'm betting he brushes twice a week. It's more charitable than I would have been. I would have guessed like once a week. Twice a week is... It's twice as often as I would have guessed.
we didn't have a fucking bed frame. Anisa had a bed frame.
Do you now? I know you don't have a place to broadcast from. You're in a basement. It's not even your house. Do you even have a home? Fuck a bed frame. Do you have a home? iDubbbz, do you have a home? A home to call your own, not someone else's.
At her.
I can see. I know what she saw in him. I can see why she was so romanced.
House. But
She goes to the famous iDubbbz house, the YouTube god, and he's sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Actually, that's not that bad on the floor. I mean, but he's a grown-up. He should have a bed frame.
I did not have one. And I was making enough money to have that shit.
Yeah.
That's why it's so crazy when people are like always painting our relationship as like going down the tubes, down the shitter, is
Oh, it definitely is. But it's not because you sleep on a mattress on the floor.
because like
It was always
I've
bad.
gotten more functional and more emotionally intelligent and fucking with it and
He's
right.
with-
That means he cries more. He's more emotionally intelligent. He knows when to cry now. When to cry to get the attention he wants from his wife.
Documented with time. Like in the beginning of our relationship, we fucking
Don't care. Moving on. He's cheap. Ian says how times have changed in regards to liking AB and Lena.
You can skip that.
Ian calls AB a people pleaser. Interesting. That's
I would
very
invite them out to
interesting.
do stuff and almost never get a response. And then when I was in LA, like I hit up AB and he's like, "Yeah, let's go out to dinner."
No,
and I'm
AB is
just like,
such a good guy.
"Yeah."
Wasn't that
Yeah.
a nice thing of you to do? Like Ian fucking blackballed him, and you went and got dinner with the guy.
because AB's a fucking people pleaser.
I mean, okay, if that means being nice to people who want to go, who are out of town and ask you to, if you want to get dinner, I guess
Yeah, translation, he's a nice guy.
guilty as charged.
Did I
an
please you?
asshole.
Did I please you
Yeah,
today,
what a
bitch?
dickhead you are.
That's why. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I'd expect AB to do that, to be honest. Sorry, I
To
got
get
I got
Sounds like
dinner
that-
with
sounds
his
like that
pal?
fucking bastard.
Yeah, AB's the
Yeah, what's the own here? I don't understand.
Kind of jackass. Let's do that.
fucking idiot.
What are you talking about?
Sounds like AB, all right.
He's like, that's insane. I prefer to displease people.
That's stupid.
I do the
fuck.
opposite. I displease everyone.
Yeah, it sounds like AB, that nice bitch.
I mean, I mean, hey, give me some credit. I went to your Thanksgiving. Me and Anisa went to your Thanksgiving.
People pleaser.
All right, we had a good time. I wasn't gonna come online and say that the turkey was dry, and that the whole thing was shit.
You know why?
Like, I didn't want to do any of that. I was.
Sure, people pleaser.
Didn't she say no one wanted them around and they had nowhere to go for Thanksgiving?
Had nowhere to go.
So, and they felt bad for Ian and Anisa.
They hosted him.
Yes.
Yep. What good folks they are.
I think it was Kate specifically.
So he's going on to defend himself and explain why he didn't speak up for child brides.
She messaged me about this child marriage thing, and this was after Creator Clash 2, and it was very importantly right after Michael Briggs requested that I be his guarantor on a loan to open like a boxing gym. And I don't know if you guys know what that means. That basically means he's asking me to be responsible.
Yes, everybody knows what that means. We're not all dumb as you, bro.
Or like debt if he isn't able to like
Yeah, you're co-signing. Move along.
pay
Yes.
the loan.
Yes.
Now this, I want you to keep in mind.
Because he remembered after he said it that the majority of his audience is Hassan's audience now, which are childless people who still live with their parents. So they are unemployed. They have no jobs and no fiscal responsibility. They might not know what this stuff means.
He said how embarrassing, humiliating it was that I was doing this like live stream to make up for the fact that we lost money on this event and money didn't go to charity. He was aware of what was happening. He knew that I lost my fucking match. I hadn't been making videos or making any money, and that obviously I've been having a hard time online. I made my apology. Things were rough for me.
All of your own making, but continue.
But he comes in with his request of, hey, you mind being my guarantor on this loan? Meanwhile, he has no problem,
This is insane. He's like, I was having a really hard time, and I didn't get yogurt. I was upset the rest of the week because I didn't get yogurt.
Damn it, now I want yogurt.
No, he's like, I was having a really hard time, and because you're not following everything and being extraordinarily sensitive, you asked me for a favor. You could have just said no. You could have just said, I'm sorry, we're not in a position to do.
Holy fuck snacks, what the hell is that? Oh, I am boned.
That. But instead, you make yourself this extraordinary victim. And this narrative where Michael, who's
Maybe not.
asking you for a favor, which you are totally okay to say no to, right? As some kind of villainous, con man or something like that, who should have never known better to ask you, like, bro, what? What is this weird fucking delusion?
he has no problem messaging me that, but I guess he couldn't message, hey, I could use that $5,000 bonus that you promised me. She, by the way, was very...
Now he's mad he didn't ask him for the bonus that he said he didn't deserve.
Very deliberate in saying that I promised her that. Like, that is, like, very specific language that she's using. That didn't happen. So I was extremely offended when he messaged me requesting that I be his guarantor on the loan. I did not have any, like, the idea...
Why are you so offended? He thought you guys were buddies.
I don't understand what he's trying to say. I don't get it.
He's saying that he was just offended, extremely offended by the fact that he asked
him
him
a
to be
favor?
his guarantor.
Because he was sad because he lost his boxing match?
And Michael should have known better. It doesn't make any sense emotionally, illogically.
If you had won, would that have been a more appropriate time to ask? What's the correlation?
Only winners get gyms.
I can't.
No. That's in the contract.
He was earlier saying that it wasn't really his fault that he lost. Maybe he's like, you dare to ask me for money when you lost me the boxing match?
You made me lose the match.
You made me lose?
Oh my God, dude. He thought you guys were friends, and so he asked you for a favor, and you get angry at him for asking.
Offended?
Deeply offended. This is madness.
Not getting the connection.
The idea, like, alone, offended. When he messaged, so I was extremely offended when he messaged me requesting that I be his guarantor on a loan. I did not...
Why would you be offended by that?
...have any, like, the idea, like...
How dare you acknowledge my good credit? What?
The idea of supporting him in that way was, like, not, like, it was just offensive. It's like, oh, you literally aren't even acknowledging that I lost a tremendous amount of money.
You're being a fucking baby, dude.
Fuck you. I didn't say that.
You don't have to have any money to have credit. He just, like, you're just vouching for him. Basically, you're, using your credit and your clout to help the guy out. And considering that you're not paying him anyway, sounds like maybe the least you could do is just sign a piece of paper to help him get his business off the ground that wouldn't cost you a dime. Yeah, you lost a lot of money. That's why I didn't ask you for money. He asked you for a signature. That's it. That's all I asked you for.
But I was short with him. I said,
Wait, what?
like,
Okay, now
no world.
I'm understanding what he's saying better
on.
now, and it's actually even stupider than I thought.
Interpret it for me.
Well, he's saying, how dare you ask me for money when I just lost my ass on this event? As if that's just something that happened to him passively.
Right.
Like this, like, what a tragedy.
That they didn't crash
It's so
the plane.
fucked up that this thing happened, that I lost money on this event, that I completely mismanaged
passive.
and
He's a
completely ripped
passive,
off a bunch of people who thought their money was going to charity. And
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't fuck up the boxing event. Okay, like the fact that it failed wasn't his fault. Failure was a thing that happened to him, not because of him, but it happened to him. He just had to sit there while it happened to him. Yeah, it is dumber than you thought.
it did. It's
get outta
like,
here.
what the fuck?
Also,
Yeah.
wouldn't the normal response just be, "Hey, money's a bit tight for me right now, so
Yeah.
I'm not
There you
comfortable."
No, this like
Putting out
angle,
low- that's
all
like
he
a
is
normal response.
offended
It's
is
fine.
All you have to
absurd.
say is just be a normal human.
Outrageous statement.
I was deeply offended.
And again, it's not even like he was asking for money. He was asking for a signature. That's what you do when you don't want money. You're like, hey, I don't need you to put the down payment. I just need you to, co-sign for me so that I don't have to put a down payment. Don't worry, this isn't going to cost you any money. I can pay my bills. It might mess up your credit if I fuck it up, but you don't have to pay anything. And I'm not going to fuck it up. So, like, the least you can do since you're not paying me for the, the service I provided.
Offended.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why? And also, just to be clear, he's not asking him for money. He's asking him to be a guarantor.
Yeah, there we go. Someone said it.
I'm assuming Michael is confident in his ability to pay the bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he only has to put
Well, like you
money.
said, it's totally within Ian's right to say no.
It's a big ask.
And it's a
Granted,
big ask.
It is a big ask.
And in lieu of losing your ass on a giant event,
It's a big
yeah,
ask.
you could very reasonably be like, listen, I'm personally not in any place to be guaranteeing anything right now.
Totally. And
Right, but there's a right and a wrong way to say no. This was the wrong way.
that was a great
Well within his
response.
rights to say that.
Yeah.
But this angle, that he did something fucked up to him by asking is crazy.
It's
like, what
it's
the?
absolutely
That's
insane.
actually crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
I didn't say that, but I was short with him. I said, like, in no world would I ever be able to do that.
That is not short. That is incredibly.
He's just rude for no reason.
Yeah.
That is incredibly aggressive and rude. Like, wow.
Because I wanted to express, like, very clear boundaries.
What's the boundary? That you can't be depended on for anything? That checks out.
And I did. And I don't know how.
Seriously, if you're setting clear boundaries, what's the boundary? Don't ask me for money even if I hire you? Like, don't ask me for anything? What, I can't be depended on? Like, what's the boundary here, man?
long later it was. I wasn't done being angry.
That's a good point. He says in no world, which includes the world where he's successful and has money and won his fight and everything's perfect. Even in that world, he's
Creator
not giving
Clash
him
2 was a
money.
huge success. They donated $5 million to charity.
Yeah,
and everybody
he's
made
contradicting himself. He just didn't want to give. He just want to help
money.
the guy out.
Is it at that point? It's fine to ask.
In no world, though.
Yeah.
About it for sure. But Kate did message me about like a child marriage bill thing. And I didn't pass it along to Anisa. I looked at it and I closed it. So
Why would you even admit that part? That makes you sound like, okay.
was I being like, negligent to that relationship? Sure. But no, Anisa and I
I'm not sure negligent to that relationship is the term that describes what you just did, but okay.
don't support child marriage or whatever fucking crazy story that they're spinning. I was just angry at them, and I was like, you know, fuck
Look
you
what
guys.
a
I'm not gonna
fucking
be.
douchebag
Why
you
were you
are.
angry at them?
By your own goddamn. She goes, "Hey man, child fucking brides." He's like, "Fuck these people."
Fuck them. They should have known
I'm
better.
not even gonna show this to Anisa.
So from my understanding, he's mad at them because they asked him to be a guarantor on the loan. And because Michael asked him of that, therefore he could not help her with the child marriage bill.
Well, he also
That's
sounded.
what I'm understanding.
Yeah, he
That's why he
sounded
did that whole
annoyed.
spiel about the loan, right?
He was angry for some reason that I'm sure they didn't even understand why he was so rude.
Well, it sounds like it's because of the loan.
Yeah.
Guarantor, it's not even a loan.
Yeah.
Kate, she just posted on her Instagram stories that she actually messaged Ian 9 months after Creator Clash 2 about child bride marriage. So it wasn't like right after.
Oh, it wasn't related.
during the guarantor thing. It was 9 months after that.
Oh, it was almost a full year later. Like an actual human child could have been born in the time she waited to ask him that after the guarantor thing. And he's conflating the two as if they happened at the same time. What a prick. I mean, he's also a prick for not, wanting to put his support against child brides.
So unless he was angry for years at them, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, he's holding a grudge, and he's so fucking petty that he can't even, use what little clout he has left to help her put a stop to child brides. Like, innocent children are going to be sex trafficked because iDubbbz is holding a grudge against his boxing coach's wife. How fucking petty is that shit?
Could he be pro-child bride?
That's he says he.
I mean, that's how it comes off.
He's not.
He explicitly denied that.
He explicitly denied it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, what the evidence shows.
And the KKK denies being racist. What's your point?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm trying to keep it
I mean,
factually.
okay.
there's talk and then there's action.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't.
He says
but
he
his
doesn't
action
support,
says otherwise.
but he is a fan of a pedophile artist. So who's to say?
Shadman, we know where Shadman falls on child marriage.
That's right.
All right, so that's the first one. Jesus Christ. All right, so that one was 4 days ago. Wait, where was that one in my list? Okay, yeah, that one was 4 days ago. And we've got the Anisa and iDubbbz stuff from 2 days ago, and then we'll go to the newest podcast. So Anisa goes for the lowest blow ever. As if, supporting child brides wasn't low enough. These garbage people get worse.
Uh-oh, didn't Anisa
These garbage people get worse. Jesus.
responded to Kate?
Why is she responding to all this? Like,
Yeah.
man,
Because they're lolcows. They have the gene. They can't help it.
She says, you can be a victim of childhood abuse trauma and still be an asshole as an adult. They aren't mutually exclusive. Why'd you bring it up? Why did you bring it up, Anisa? Why are you pretending to be so fucking stupid? You brought it up for a reason. What was that reason? Infantilizing women and victimizing them to protect them from accountability isn't feminist. What are you talking about? And just to show you how insane this...
Because she has to make it political, because that's how she gets the support. That's like the language that fucking Hassan's audience speaks. Like, that's how you get their support. Just insert a political agenda into whatever thing you want them to support, and those fucking dumbass sheeple will jump right on board.
This snarking brain.
What?
She got 776 likes on this. This is a totally incoherent babble. She's just totally in the wrong. She's rewriting it and painting it like she's trying to make some grand moralistic point, and shame on her for trying to weaponize her abuse. It's like, you brought it up. You obviously used it as an insult, weaponized it against her, using information that wasn't public that she confided in you, right? And now you're doing the whole feminism thing, and 800 people liked it. That's fucking crazy, dude. There's not one person that actually read this and was like, based. Impossible.
There was one person. It was Anisa herself. She reread it and she was like, base.
Base?
Rogan, actually. Rogan might have said that. So this person has an interesting point. Destroya. You are actually so right. That's exactly why it makes no sense when you guys attack Ethan for being sexist just because he criticizes you, Frogan, and Denims. Stop infantilizing yourself and take accountability. True.
Right.
True, girl. Listen, I'm a full-on feminist for my girl, Destroya. But when it comes to Anisa, it's 1920, baby. This is the ditty in my mind when I see Anisa. Feminism is a problem. His song is good, man. I mean, the beat. It's pretty typical reggae, but
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the lyrics, but you know, it's kind of
you gotta look past.
It's kind of a vibe.
You gotta separate the art from the artist.
And separate the lyrics from the
Reggae's not really my thing, but hey, the lyrics are pretty funny.
music.
Right. Uh-oh. Hila is getting bodied by another Twitter user. Using feminism as a clutch to defend yourself is pretty ironic. You're one of the most performative people online. You may receive unwanted criticism, but you also receive a lot of valid criticism as well. To group all those people together is a weak defense. By the way, I'm a Hispanic gay male. Okay, what do you want, a cookie? This doesn't involve you. Why are you responding to him? Are you okay? Like, are you okay?
My God.
You're like, you are completely irrelevant. Why are you talking about me? It's like, why would you write that? Oh, no.
Just crashing out on all these small accounts. Like, how many fucking likes does this account even have? Like, there's no check mark behind the name. It had less than 1,000 views. I've got tweets that got more views than that. Like, why are you even responding to this? Like, get the fuck off Twitter. Holy shit.
If you really think that, then, like, don't respond. And then he obviously...
Full-blown lolcow. Yeah, you find them, like, getting one guide on Twitter.
Dunks on him. He said, no baked goods for me, please. I saw that pie you once made. Yeah. Unless you want to fucking...
I mean, I'll do that shit on YouTube. Like, I'll get one guide intentionally on YouTube just because it boosts my engagement and I'm trying to get monetized. So I'll kind of reply to everything at the moment. But, like, once I'm monetized, I'm not going to give a shit anymore. Like, I probably won't even keep up with the comments as much. Like, I'll still read them, but I'm probably not going to respond to most of them because most people on fucking YouTube and Twitter are retarded. So... But there's literally no point in that kind of engagement on Twitter. Like, even what little money you'd get from the engagement don't warrant the embarrassment that's going to come with allowing yourself to get one guide on fucking Twitter. It's not like your fucking tweet's going to get seen more because of the engagement. The engagement's just going to get you paid. I mean, it might get seen by a few people, but it's not going to make a difference. It's not like on YouTube where the engagement is all that matters.
Wretch when you try it. We're staying away from your baked goods. Unsliced bagels. Give me a break. And then, let's see here. Anisa's final word on H3. Quote unquote final word. She made the proclamation, guys. She's done seething and coping about me and all of us.
Nice. We're at the end. We can wrap it up after this, right?
This is the last one. She said it's the last one.
Nice. Okay.
It's the last one. I mean, I know the last one was the last one, but this is the last one.
Cool.
The last thing I will say on this H3, and this is directed at the audience mostly, not the groypers, but the very confused and parasocially invested white women.
The groypers.
These people like to pretend that our audience is actually like predominantly white.
That's right. She's not interested in the groypers. She has an OnlyFans. She's interested in the gooners and the gropers, not the groypers.
Male groypers.
Or white women, but
or white women. White women only, and
she's
groypers.
saying this is addressed to the white woman in our audience.
Okay, so this is for all the white women.
It's for the white. for the white women.
You have no real dude. Oh my god. Anisa, you're white. I mean, for all intent, you are white passing.
White presenting, but she's actually 50% Arab. I mean, if it weren't for the 40% Arab that she has in her, then it wouldn't even matter that she's white presenting. That shouldn't matter. What should matter is her heritage. The 30% Arab heritage that she has is all that matters. The color of her skin isn't important. It's where she came from. It's what she believes in. And the 20% Arab heritage that she has under that white skin is the only thing that we should be concerned with. If not for that 10% Arab heritage under her skin, then she'd have no culture. She'd be just another white woman. But that 5% Arab heritage under her skin is what sets her apart. It's what makes that 1% Arab heritage she has so important.
You are a white, I don't think anybody ever treats her like she's not white. I mean, I may be speaking out of turn, but she's white passing as fuck.
Yes.
Like, come on, girl. You're not special.
I mean, yeah, I really only have a big Arab family. I don't really have family on my white side, but I've always said I'm white passing. Like, people assume I'm white. And if I am, then, she's definitely in that boat.
I'll be honest, she looks even whiter than you.
Yeah.
I thought she was white. I still think she's white. I question the amount of Arab she has in her.
Like, she doesn't even look like anything but like a white Irish fucking. Irish is like the whitest motherfucker you can be. Yeah. Anyways.
And I know her dad is Arab and her mom is white, but I'm just saying, maybe her mom cheated. Maybe her mom cheated on her dad, okay? Maybe that's not her real dad. Oh my God. Of course, you're gonna get 2 bars of health. Ah! Damn it. Where'd you get the extra bar of health from? Right as I needed to revive. Fuck!
So she proceeds to lecture the white women. You have no real concept of what intersectional feminism is. If you did, you would have left the H3 podcast within the last 3 years. No, 3 years. By the way, she was on the podcast 2 years ago. Think about that. She's saying, if you are a real feminist, you would have stopped watching 3 years ago.
However,
like me.
I can go on the show and benefit from it, but you should stop watching.
And pretend to be friends with Ethan and Hila.
Yeah.
Rules for thee, but not for me. All right? I'm 0.5% Arab, bitch. Rules don't apply to me.
Writing shit like they're my heroes and they inspire us.
Yeah.
Kind of some very cringe behavior there. Pretty phony baloney stuff. She continues, you like feminism when it benefits you, when you can feel valid in your hatred for other women or other people to make yourself feel more in control. Some of you are the most racist, sexist people in the West, and you need to do some serious self-reflection. Sit with the reality that half of your fan base is now Nazi groypers who watch a guy who does, quote, rape reviews.
Oh my
This
God.
post is also directed
Shout out to Diorio.
at Ela and Galia, however you spell it. Yo, you guys need to hit up your...
Wow. Oh, thanks for addressing me too.
It's just incredible, the misplaced confidence that she had to think that she has any right to lecture anybody.
Yeah.
I might be too dumb for this tweet, but talking about feminism isn't like one sex oriented. You cannot just you can be a guy and be a feminist. You don't need to be a woman to be a feminist.
There's no such thing as a guy feminist unless he's gay. No straight guy is a feminist, and if he says he is, he's just trying to get laid. I stand by that.
So like addressing feminism only in women is kind of like contradicting feminism itself. I don't know, like you can be a guy and be a feminist.
What does she mean? So she says, you have no concept of what real intersectional feminism is. So what is it she's accusing you guys of exactly? Like, what's the crime that you've done that's clearly not understanding intersectional feminism?
There is nothing. There is nothing. She's just saying words. It's word salad that'll impress her. That'll impress Hassan's audience. That's all that is.
Internalized oppression.
Watching you. That's the crime.
Wow. So it's like being a fan of this show while being a woman. Because I'm sexist? Because I'm such a raging sexist?
Right, and a misogynist.
You're a weird sexual poopy guy.
Yeah.
Right.
And you eat poop and you fart in Denny's.
I'm sex obsessed because I make a few jokes, and but how can I hate women? I'm married. Rim shot?
That would have helped. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach. What are you leaving me?
Zach left you hanging.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah, or that. Well, that one works too.
Well, it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late to apologize.
It's too late for Papa John's. It's too late. Sorry, I don't. My voice isn't there tonight. Ugh, getting over a cold. Usually I can hit those high notes, though. I swear I can.
Thank you.
I'll be honest, I was importing some more.
That's
sound
that's more important business. Who the fuck? What is this?
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Mr. Negativable with $50 said, as a recovering alcoholic, I might be projecting.
Oh, I know
but
this song.
My family has talked like this before. No, like this about me before I started to work AA. The environment iDubbbz and Anisa have created an environment for themselves to continue self-destruction.
I am bodying
Basically,
this
yes, I
bitch.
think there's a little bit of grammar problems there, so I don't know if it made sense. But he's saying the environment they've created around them is just going to continue to self-destruct, which I totally agree.
And I am here for every second of it. And when you're like,
The content, baby. Slop it up, boys.
we're at rock bottom, there's no reason that anybody should be making fun of us. You're just kicking us when we're at rock bottom. We have nothing left. We have nothing to give. Nobody's paying attention. I will be there. I will be there to fucking make fun of you, to shit on
And they've earned every second of it.
you, to ground you deeper into the ground. I will never forgive you. I will never forget. And I am going to be vindictive about you both forever. And yes, you want to be.
And I'm here for it because it is hilarious.
Listen, nobody gets to claim petty bitch in my presence. Okay, Anisa? You know exactly what you're getting yourself into.
Far as I'm concerned, there's no amount of petty in regards to these two that's not fair game. There's just not. Like, no matter how low you think you can go and feel bad about it, like maybe this is petty, all you have to do is remind yourself that they would go lower. And they've proven that at this point.
Okay? I'm watching. I'll be watching you every breath you take. Yeah.
Move you make.
Every step you take. I'll be watching.
Oh, you guys are being creepy again.
I know. That's what I was in my
They are
mind. I was
not
like,
creepy. I am creepy. This
I don't
isn't
know
creepy.
who you are, lady, but sure.
I don't know who you are, lady.
yeah. No, you guys are right. I'm creepy.
Wait, that
I'm
was
super creepy. That
Are you
sucks
like-
for you.
AB is against all women. We just heard all of that, right? He didn't know my name. He's a misogynist over here.
I don't hate women. I hate bitches.
I hate women, just you.
Right. Uh-oh.
Clip that, Twitter. Suck my dick.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be Ian's new tattoo.
All right. And more iDubbbz continued crash out. This one's probably from the same stream. He probably got a fucking gold mine worth of clips from this stream. And then we'll go to his actual podcast and start going through the
There's a few
timestamps.
clips.
Well, we're going to grab these clips to get caught up. They are the garbage people I thought they were. The Anisa one actually wasn't as surprising as I thought it would be. It's not as bad as the title made it sound. She's done worse. Anyway, iDubbbz, what the fuck?
That I thought were so good, I just want to pull up that I
He's
saw.
a tough-ass guy, and it's made it hard sometimes because...
Shut the fuck up.
How about you shut the fuck up, you loser? What the fuck are you...
Got him! Oh, I think you struck a nerve, Ethan. Good, fuck this guy.
pausing this for?
You should tell him shut the fuck
I
up
was
again.
Yeah,
And then
no,
it just be-
no, you shut the fuck up, loser. Who do you think you are telling me when I can and can't pause my own podcast? Sorry, this isn't what podcasting is. It is what podcasting is. You're wrong, fucker.
Ian, you should totally tell him shut the fuck up.
They're arguing with each other via clips. It's hilarious. They're both so bad. Oh.
In return. And we'll come back next week. We'll have like 6 boxes.
Yeah, can you? By the way, look at his face. Like, I mean, there's some.
One of the eyes is lower than the other. Like, I can't tell if it's from boxing or if maybe he's just actually retarded. I don't know. I can't tell. But no, because in the screenshot next to him, they look normal. Yeah, I think he got brain damage from boxing. Like look at this. Look at this. I think he got brain damage from boxing. Look at this shit. Go full screen. You get the before and after right there. The fucking mullet is the before, and the left is the after boxing. Look, his eyes are lined up. Mustache is filled out. Hair is there. And then after boxing, it's... Yeah, I think it broke him. I think he's brain broken. Holy shit. It is night and day difference. One of those looks like a person. One of those looks like a normal human being. I mean, with a shitty haircut and a bad mustache, but, you know, I could almost see that being like a comedy character in an Adam Sandler movie. Like, he looks like a person that would exist in the real world. The one in the lower left-hand corner looks like a homeless person. Like, it looks like like someone who should be in a mental ward. Like, it's a walking red flag. Holy fuckberries, dude. God damn. That's a great pause right there.
Incoming.
This is the almighty iDubbbz.
Before snark and after snark. I feel like we should give one of those after school specials for snark. Like dare to keep kids off drugs or whatever. Don't just say no, kids. If you get invited to the snark subreddit, just say no. Okay, log off. Just log off. Just touch grass. I don't know. We need a good catchphrase for him.
He saw me telling him to shut the fuck up, and this was his retort, his epic retort.
Shut the fuck up.
How about you shut the fuck up, you?
He's so mad. He is so mad. It's fucking deserved. Fuck you.
Loser. Ooh. What the fuck?
His comeback is the equivalent of "No, you." But 10-year-olds have better comebacks, man. This is fucking pathetic, man.
Are you pausing this for?
No, you shut the fuck up.
I was spitting. I was literally spitting. It wasn't the type of content that I know you would have on your harassment podcast.
Bro, please with the coping. You're content cop.
Harassment podcast.
Yeah, that's what the H stands for.
Again, there's another snarking talking point.
Sounds like such a Karen.
People outside of the snarking community don't use certain lines of attack. Like calling our podcast a harassing, what do you call it? A
harassment podcast.
A harassment podcast it's nobody outside snark says that. It's just an insanely dumb, totally random.
Yeah, he's snark brained. Absolutely snark brained. Yeah, he harassed Hannah as a minor. He's harassed multiple people, even after his little apology.
Random attack line that is just totally imagined in their psychotic world.
Imagine like dropping content cop Ethan Klein and then replying, "This is harassment podcast," like dancing, flipping everyone off in promos, and then like, "This is harassment podcast. I was just doing really good commentary video."
They're a musical people, lady. Okay? You just don't understand the culture.
It's over there.
Yeah, imagine.
Shut up about Denny's.
And in the same video, imagine he says, "I'm quitting Creator Clash because I was meant to roll around in the mud with Ethan." And then he goes, "No, It's too muddy in here. Mm-hmm.
Because it's me being vulnerable and honest and saying things that, I don't know, make a lot of sense. But that is...
I've never seen someone talk this much shit and have it backfire this spectacularly. He justified the CPS. Oh yeah, he justified the. He thought the skulls were funny. He justified the CPS calls. He made the content cop on Ethan. Like, he's done nothing but encourage the harassment of Ethan. Yeah, it's. I have never seen someone just fucking have all their shit talk backfire as hard as his has, man. And he just immediately wants it to end. He so desperately wants it to end. He's fuming.
Exactly it. He's toxic. He's got some toxic masculine traits. I even said a little. I was so nice. I was like, a little bit.
And I know there's part of him. God, I wish Ethan had it up on screen and wasn't covering it with his box. But I know he's noticed that the little number on his stream, the fucking people in chat and the fucking viewer numbers keep going down every time he streams. So that echo chamber that he's spouting these ideas to that keep giving him encouragement in his chat keeps getting smaller and smaller. Like I think he knows this has a shelf life. He's so desperate to get people back. He's so desperate to get people on his side. And kissing Hassan's ass isn't keeping Hassan's crowd around the way he thought it would. And he doesn't know what to do. But you're in too deep to back out now. So I guess you just stay the course? Like, what else do you do? Other than, I mean, just log off and take... Oh, I would say log off and take a break. You're a millionaire. But I think he might be broke. He might not have a choice but to keep streaming. This may be his only source of income. Just get a real job. Just get a Mick job. Go DoorDash or something. Look, take it from me. I'm not above DoorDashing. I do a little dashing myself. And I can tell you right now, if you live in the right area, you do it during the right times, you can make more money DoorDashing than you probably could at an actual job. You can just go do that full time. Literally anything would be better than this.
Dude, he is fucking irredeemable. What is going on, man? There was one other one. Let's see. I'm not going to click his stream. I'm not going to be like that.
The hell is it?
But good for you. That's good viewership. Clip Ethan wanted of Ian. Yeah, then this one here is another really funny one. Blaze, Dan.
You know,
Ooh,
so Clippers can be, you know. So Clippers can have what they want, what they love. So yeah, the H3 podcast talked about Anisa and I yesterday. Anisa obviously was doing her thing. She's the loud one. She'll go on Twitter and fucking blast these losers, which is awesome.
Oh, really?
But
yeah, I bet she'll blow those blast those losers. Sorry. Low hanging fruit. I couldn't resist.
I do want to.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's going great. You guys are doing so great, Ian. It's awesome. We love what you're doing, sweetie. Sorry, I didn't have time to slice your bagel. I'm toasting people online. Don't have time to toast your bagel. I'm toasting online.
What's the word?
I think he means roasting.
Oh God.
Some relief to AB, because it seemed like AB was kind of, I don't know, choked up a little bit, and I just want to let him and everyone else know that, you know, I will establish boundaries for myself. Obviously, I don't like anyone on the H3 podcast.
You made that very clear.
What's the boundary?
You made that. What's the boundary? I know.
Does the boundary include saying "fuck you" to all the crew? Like, is the boundary ending after that? Exactly after that, or
I think it's out of bounds.
A boundary is a limit you set on other people's expectations of you. I am not associated with him. He doesn't
have something
get to set
important to
boundaries
say.
anywhere around him. Not for me.
No, you said the boundary.
I don't think he knows what the term means. He's just parroting whatever Anisa tells him to say, or whatever he hears her talk about with her boyfriend, with Hassan.
Ian,
I have no
I haven't seen you follow any boundaries you're talking about.
I think you are all pieces of
You
shit.
know?
Yeah, I have no boundaries when it comes to Ian and Anisa, and
That's okay for you. You set
Right.
whatever boundaries you want.
It's
Ian
right.
is setting whatever boundaries he wants for himself. I just want to see the follow through. You
Well, let's
know?
see what he says.
And that's within my right to express that. I very much want them
He's just using psycho therapist talk. He doesn't even know what he's
all
saying.
to know that they are not. None of them are cool with me. I'm not cool with any of them.
Okay.
And that's why, you know, I'll use mean language and say that they're losers and, you know, that they harass.
He's not that intelligent. Like, the more I hear him talk, the more I'm like, he might actually have brain damage. He sounds so less intelligent than he did back in the day. Like, either you've gotten dumber over time, like Homer Simpson, or you might actually have brain damage. Because this is painful to listen to. Like you could just hear it in his voice. Oh my God.
Harass people because it is all like a collective thing. So,
Is this
you know,
what he's comforting you, AB?
Want everyone over there to
Fuck
know
this is, but touche,
that they
my man,
suck,
touche.
but that doesn't
I mean-
mean that I'm as horrible as their boss is, and I'm going to like.
See, he's pulling the. See, I'm still edgy, guys. I'm still edgy. I think everybody over there, they suck. That's his new form of edgy.
Ruin their lives, you know.
He's
when
literally
I
stuck
determine
in
that
high school.
He's
He's like, you guys are not cool, and so I
And
still
you
get
take
to
his
be
epic
mean.
fatty.
I'm
You're
still gonna
fat,
get
you're
to call you
uncool.
stupid, and don't come to my table.
Oh, what did you get beat up, loser? What are you, some kind of wuss? You let a woman beat you up and break your ribs?
someone's a piece of shit, that doesn't mean like, oh, let's go nuclear. That means I will defend.
Nuclear.
And myself if something comes up, or I will establish boundaries.
You don't know what that means. You don't establish boundaries with me.
There's something sweet about people learning about.
Yeah, you don't get to pick boundaries for the general population. That's not how boundaries work. You can't go up to like strangers in Walmart and something to be like, actually, I have a boundary where you can't stand this close to me in line. Like, you don't get to pick boundaries with total strangers, with like public people. People are just, that's how freedom works. They're allowed to react to you however they want to react to you. God damn it, move your shield. Damn it. Trying to kill that one. There we go.
Psychology on TikTok and then using those terms like unrelated to anything, or like maybe he went to therapy and learned it from there, but then like using it in real life. And Anisa used the same exact term for the DMs that she sent, and it just doesn't make sense. It's just a random word.
Yeah.
I'm setting up boundaries over here.
But like he hasn't said.
Because it instantly makes you sound like a bad guy. If he sets a boundary and then you cross it, then he gets to make you, like, put you in the same boat as like a rapist or like a sexual assaulter because you cross boundaries. They're all just buzzwords that audience uses, that snarkers use, the Vosh level of speaking where it's just word salad that makes you sound intelligent, makes you sound enlightened, or at least that's what he thinks he's doing. Doesn't. It makes him sound like a retard.
And what is the boundary? Because he's saying if I need to defend myself, I will.
The only person he
so
can
you're
set a
leaving
boundary-
it open to anything.
No, but a boundary is
It's for
something he
himself.
would set for himself.
Yes.
He's like 1 or 2 videos away from unironically defending Lolicon or CP so he can sound like Vosh. Because he thinks it'll make him sound intelligent. I'm so intelligent and enlightened, I can see a utilitarianism use for this that you can't understand. It doesn't mean I enjoy it. But, and then, yeah, like he's 1 or 2 videos away from making that speech.
So.
And he hasn't said what it is.
Maybe it's calling us slurs. That's what his boundary is. Like, I'm drawing it here. I'm
problem
not
is, you know
gonna
what's the
go
problem?
too far.
There's one boundary that he's breaking, the brain-blood boundary. His brain is just fucking floating around in his head.
He's absolutely brain dead.
I felt.
He's got brain damage. He got hit in the head a lot. Dr. Mike fucked him up.
Such as,
bound.
I don't fuck with this
What, AB?
I felt bound. That's like, we were fine. We talked. Then you're like, I don't fuck with you.
You could screen cap his face where I had it earlier and turn it into a meme for CTE. Him and Rampage Jackson, just put them side by side. The dark side of CTE. Like there's your YouTube thumbnail, boys.
And I'm like, okay, that hurts, but whatever. And but don't worry, I'm not gonna share anything. But I am gonna fucking talk shit about you nonstop, and you're gonna sit there and shut the fuck up about it because
You're gonna take it.
Yeah, and before, obviously,
Oh,
he didn't actually
God.
say that. I'm saying the way that I felt. I felt bound. I set a boundary in my mind. I felt bound.
But like for example, that clip of him in
Anybody watching this video, I've got a boundary on this video for my comment section, okay? I've got two boundaries. The first boundary is the dislike button. If you press that button, then you're violating my boundary. Okay, the boundary on my video is right between the like and the dislike button. Don't cross my boundary and press the dislike button. Also, if you leave a comment, okay, anything derogatory towards me or my 1.5% Arab community, okay, that's a boundary.
his stream, and he's just seeing your face smiling and saying like, yeah, right, to something.
This
and
is
he's
why
like,
I hate AB.
fuck you, AB.
Shut up, AB.
No, I'm having more fun watching iDubbbz than Rampage. iDubbbz is funny, unintentionally funny. Like, he's the lolcow level of funny. He's funny for a different reason. Maybe it's different for you watching Rampage than it is for me, because I actually have kids, and all of Rampage's speeches are about how good a daddy it's. I can't laugh at Rampage. He's not funny. That shit is fucking infuriating to me. Like, I can't. Guys like him are the fucking worst. They don't deserve children. He never should have been allowed to raise another human being. Sorry, God, the Rampage one just pisses me off.
Shut up, AB.
This is exactly
Ian,
why I hate AB.
Where was the boundary when you say that? Like, was it like right after that? Like, that's the boundary? You can say fuck you, AB, for no reason, just for AB smiling? Like, you making no sense, brother.
Like, he goes, this is the quintessential reason why I hate AB. And it's you fucking defending him.
It's just weird.
It's so weird.
Casey today, you look like Buzz Lightyear.
Nate, please.
Who's Casey?
Starts.
Hangs out with Sneeko and Eon, so yeah, he's definitely a terrible person. I don't care if he's a terrible person. Sneeko and Neon are terrible people, and they don't piss me off enough. Like, I can see Sneeko clips. I can't watch Sneeko live. I've never seen anything of Neon, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that he's just as bad. Sneeko, I can see being entertaining. Like, he's at least funny to watch in some of those clips I've seen of him. But Rampage has children, and when I see people who act like that, and then I think about the fact that they're in charge of another human being, that they were the ones who raised another human being, and we see how he turned out. Yeah, you should be allowed to reproduce. Sorry, you shouldn't be allowed to reproduce. You shouldn't be allowed to raise another human being. Holy shit. You're a terrible father. At least Goku came back every now and then to save the world and try to be a dad.
Casey, I know who Casey is, but he's not even here. Why are you talking to someone who's not in the room?
here either.
Yeah, I'm listening. Don't
No,
worry.
I will not go nuclear.
This motherfucker's... He's eating baked beans, bro.
Ian, you still think anybody is scared of you? Like, what is that? I will
This dude
not
is
go
shoveling
nuclear.
baked beans into his greasy fucking face.
You know, in Dennis.
I'm not gonna shit talk baked beans. I do like me some Bush's baked beans. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
The Menace. I make it.
Dude, go nuclear. Shit your pants. Do whatever you want. Live your life. Nobody cares. You're already doing whatever you want, I thought. I thought you were free.
I gotta see this motherfucking greasy, unshowered loser shovel baked beans in his mouth. Let's see this.
No, I won't go nuclear.
Go ahead, take a bite. Oh, yeah.
I have a policy of not going nuclear because I feel like it's
Nuclear?
you know.
Where is
He
this
thinks
bitch?
he's doing something here.
I have
It's
a
too much.
policy of eating first and then saying something and not like chewing and trying to talk at the same time and like your beans are.
Yeah, most people's parents teach them when their children not to talk with their mouth full.
We don't have any room to.
I have nothing to say about that.
I have that policy.
I have
That's
no-
my
I have no
boundary.
comment.
That's fine. Okay, you can have that boundary, but
I think eating beans like on its own, that's
That's pretty wild.
Baked beans straight to...
What y'all got against beans, man? I love me some pork and beans. I can't talk shit about the beans. I've straight up ate pork and beans on stream. I'll admit it. I'm a redneck. I have had redneck food on stream, okay? It's happened.
To the dome. No fucking... No, it's not a side dish. It's the whole meal. What was that? What Anisa made for breakfast? She opened a can of baked beans.
Yeah.
No, that's. Are you kidding? Of course that's canned.
You eat it with barbecue or Mexican.
Honey,
food.
dinner's ready. There's a bowl of baked beans and an uncut bagel. Bro, people in prison eat better.
You get the baked beans with some bacon in it? Okay. I don't know if people in prison eat better than Bush's baked beans, Chief.
People in Vitaly is eating better in a Filipino prison.
But don't worry, she's taking on cooking.
If Vitaly spent the evening with Anisa, he'd say, "Take me back to prison."
I mean, he probably would, but for different reasons, not the baked beans.
The sad clown. But eating baked beans, man. It's even a meme. All right, so there's one class clip I want to show you.
Wait, I was curious where this was going. He's not gonna go nuclear. Oh wow, thank you, iDubbbz. Like, we give a shit. You already tried.
He can't.
You tried. You make your content cup.
Oh, he can't go nuclear.
How did content cup work out for you?
He doesn't even know what it means, bro.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Wait. No, you're insulting me too bad. I can't handle it. Go back to sleep, Ethan. Go back to sleep.
I just hate that he's acting like he still has something up his sleeve, but he won't do it. He's too classy.
Well, again, but
Fuck Honda, by the
on
way.
who? On
Just want to
us?
say that as the Honda commercial runs, that the
What's that?
Honda Sports terrorism.
Well, I mean, what do you?
Ethan doesn't even pay for Twitch, so he's having to put up with Twitch ads. Twitch ads are the fucking worst, dude. Damn, at least give me the option to skip ads like YouTube. It's fucking 2-3 minute ad breaks.
Even is that like, he's talking about us? Like he's
2 to 3 minute ad breaks on a live stream without a rewind function. There's no DVR. So I can't see the stuff I miss when you just randomly throw ads in front of me. Who the fuck designed this?
well, the crew. You know what I mean? It's not even like it's not even like having something on you. It's more like having something on us.
Right, which I thought he had morals. I thought he had boundaries. Like,
why the fuck would you think that?
but he already showed he doesn't. So I'm like, you're already doing whatever you want. You know, just do it. Don't act like you're
Just the-
respecting a boundary.
It's the bowl of baked beans.
That's all he's got, man. There's a chair and a bowl of baked beans.
Look at this comment. Ela drives Ethan around, by the way. No judgment here, just ironic.
Because I fucking fall asleep on the wheel and I don't want to kill me and my family.
No, but like, who's the person that would have a problem with that? I wonder. Maybe those are the...
The trad wife Anisa would.
Yeah. Miss Feminism.
Because women's not supposed to drive.
Before I show you this clip, I glanced at the chat and I thought it was really interesting. You can see who's watching him. Why is he fantasizing about you? It's his weird psychosexual obsession. And here's another one, psychosexual obsession. Like, oh, I'm psychosexually obsessed with Hassan. I'm psychosexually obsessed with Ian. I'm
With
psychosexually
Ian?
obsessed with Anisa.
That's the first one. With Ian?
I'm psychosexually obsessed.
This guy's like...
Ela drives Ethan around. Burn. They act like she is your puppet master. I mean, I don't care. Some insane sexual obsessive talk. They like make this talking point, and they're really good at doing the messaging, and that's why they're really good at getting a certain message out. Because you get like 1,000 people to say the same fucking thing, it starts to catch on. Because there's no way that you. I mean, what are they talking about? He is so. Look how much there is. He's so sexually obsessed. Everything's psychosexual. It's nuts, dude. But anyway, let's watch this funny clip. Here he gets really angry, and it's just awesome.
So there's this clip here I want to watch.
Audio.
I've been having it on standby. It's when you referenced the toxic masculinity comment aimed towards you. Let me see.
Oh, you don't have time or energy to do anything.
Watch, pay attention to how fucked up this is. I'm about to get really fucked up.
But I'm not ready
Oh, you already look really fucked up, Chief.
for a hot take here on Canada. So.
Timmy's people will come for you.
People love it.
What's happening? What is
You
that?
got our
my bad, my bad, my bad. He's actually angry, bro. I'm sorry. Am I the only one that's like absolutely tickled by this?
The toxic masculinity comment aimed towards you. Let me see.
Boxing. Oh, you don't have time or energy to do anything.
World event.
Watch, pay attention to how fucked up this is. I'm about to get really fucked up.
He's so mad. It's so great.
This is the clip. Yep, this is the clip. This is where I say something that truly offends.
Hold on. Now I don't even know what I say here, but I'm going to pay close attention because I know it really pisses him off.
Michael
Casino, pay attention.
Briggs to his core.
Nick Diorio, pay attention.
You're saying that he's being ironic, but he is actually upset. Like,
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's playing it off like he's being ironic. No, he is genuinely upset at this.
Kidding right now.
Well, either way, you can tell
He's not being ironic.
Yeah, he's being ironic, but I mean, like,
He's pretending like he's being ironic.
Nice,
saying
but he is
No.
still upset.
That's what you're missing, AB.
No,
he's not being ironic.
Nah, he's
I
mad.
am such a fence-sitting pussy.
No,
guy.
AB. No, because you can't conceive of someone being so pathetic. He doesn't do jokes anymore. He doesn't make jokes. This is not a joke. He's being 100% authentic.
Energy to do
Listen to
anything.
this.
Watch, pay attention
Look at his
to
face.
how fucked up this is.
That's
I'm
anger.
about to get really fucked up.
But he's saying like, I'm so watch how fucking angry I'm about to get. It's like,
Look, keep
play.
We didn't say he was well spoken.
playing it and we'll see.
It's
This is the
4:30.
clip.
He's upset.
Yep, this is the clip. This is where I say something
not kidding.
that truly offends Michael Briggs to his core. That he accepted $5,000 to go on the H3 podcast to talk shit about
Nice
me
lie,
for 2
loser,
hours.
dumbass.
Anything other than boxing. There's just like a lot of things that I've had to learn along the way. Like my coach's
His
Where's the
oldest
irony? Hold on, hold on.
sister, when she got married, she never like.
Well, sorry, I accidentally it's fine. Where's the irony? He's not being ironic. That was just that was an expression of anger and frustration.
Even though AB doesn't know my name, I agree with him on this one. I thought
Where's the
it's
irony?
I just I don't know. Maybe I have some
Dance
fence
with me.
left for
That,
Ian here.
I think if anything,
really
if
appreciate you
there is
randomly.
irony, it's that the fact that what he's saying is not crazy, but he's saying, watch what I say here is so fucked
but
up.
there's been
to
so much
Michael
space now that's barely even connected. Well, anyway, let's see.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
You know, he's got a little of the toxic male qualities, and it's made it hard sometimes because.
Shut the fuck up.
How about you shut
this
the
is-
fuck
oh,
up,
this is when he
you
owned me.
loser?
So-
What the fuck are you pausing this for? I was spitting. I
He's
was
reacting to
literally
iDubbbz,
spitting.
reacting
What
to
type of
him,
content
reacting to
that I know
iDubbbz.
You would have on.
We are 8 levels deep. This is Ethan reacting to iDubbbz, reacting to Ethan, reacting to iDubbbz. This is gonna go on forever, isn't it? They're just gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be that like the Inception meme where like if you ever see a streamer pull OBS up in front of his fucking desktop when he's capturing the desktop and it just becomes that endless fucking line of OBS windows. That's what's gonna happen. Every time they react, it's gonna add another window. It's gonna look like that in the end. It's gonna be clips on top of clips on top of clips. Fuck.
Your harassment podcast.
He's
'cause it's me
100%.
being
He was 100%
vulnerable.
serious. He's mad because he was upset that Ethan told him to shut the fuck up when he was.
I think
That's the way I
think
see it.
y'all
He's-
showing your age a little bit, man.
What are you talking about? He's
maybe.
being 100% serious. And this is
I
in
think-
line with everything we know about this
he's
brain
100%
damaged
mad about
person.
it.
I think he's
Yeah, it
so
upset him
brain
that
dead,
you told him to
AB,
shut up
that
at that moment.
it's not like he used to be, where
No,
he was
that's the
ironic
thing.
and there was like a point.
No, yeah.
I don't see that anymore.
He can't regulate his
It's
emotions.
just brain dead.
No,
He's
yeah, that
freaking
part
out.
of his brain is
Oh,
broken.
honest.
He
I'm
got
saying
hit in
things
the
that, I don't know, make a
Yeah.
lot of sense.
Anyway, we already saw this. But
Yeah, that part of his brain is broken. He got hit in the head a lot. Whatever part of your brain controls like irony and humor, his got scrambled and is broken now. Like that part of his brain is gone.
But that's the great. Is Anisa have any final words for us before we say goodbye?
Do not regret at all how things have gone. But I truly am genuinely the happiest I've ever been in my life right now. I feel so
Listen,
freed.
I don't like to be judged.
And I'll see the. Okay, yeah, I'll see the podcast, Trunks. Appreciate it. Thanks for posting that up in the Discord.
Mental, and I like to take people at face, but are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, does Ian regret it? Anything? Or is he? I think he didn't regret anything, right? That's a random one. I'm asking you to pull. You know. You want to do a poll? I mean, you could do a poll. You could do a. Yeah, it's late. You guys, there's no need for a poll. I'm right. Dan agrees with me. When me and Dan agree on something, there's literally
you
no.
know what, it's nice when you guys agree. Let's just keep it. It's the weekend.
It happens so.
It happens so rarely. Let's just take a moment.
All right, and I could have sworn there was one more, but I think we may have. I think they may have been all of them. Yeah, why would iDubbbz admit to this? Then we did Anisa, then we did iDubbbz again. Okay, and now you put the podcast up in the Discord. I'm gonna pull that one up, but we are definitely not watching a full podcast. We're gonna watch full clips from this just to round out our coverage, get caught up on the iDubbbz situation, and then tomorrow we'll move on to something else. All right, let's see. XQC calls out Ethan. What the hell did he call him out for? It's like a 10-minute segment, though. I'm going to skip that one. We're going to stay focused on iDubbbz and Anisa, and then we can cover some of this other stuff tomorrow. I did want to cover, like, I know Casey Tron tried to settle. I saw that on Twitter. I'm trying to find, like, original clips from Casey Tron. I don't just want to get, like, Ethan's point of view. I want to try to get both. I want to try to get, like, original footage, too. Regarding my TikToks, he's trying to say Denims is back. And, like, the last hour of the podcast is them talking to Kate and Michael. I don't know how much of this we'll get through. I've only got about another hour left in me before I'm about to pass out. I'm still trying to readjust my sleeping schedule from the lack of sleep I've gotten and just pushing myself too hard here lately. Because now my sleep schedule is all fucked up and I'm already having trouble keeping my eyes open. But I don't want to do like half-assed or bad reactions. But we'll watch some of this. And then we'll got about another hour left in me. And this is about an hour and a half of the podcast right here. This is half the fucking podcast. Yeah. But we'll see how much of it we can get through. I may do some tonight and then do some tomorrow night and then splice them together into one log VOD. But anyway. Alright. I'll see him talk to the coaches now.
Waiting room here, so as soon as you're ready, I can bring them in. You dig?
Yes, please bring them in. Yeah.
Okay. Stand by. Okay, we're here. Can you guys are sideways. Can you turn the camera on the side? There we go.
It's all flipped. Better up and down or
there it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Thank you.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting. I'm very sorry about that.
It's okay.
We've been flexing on the haters, I think they say, so they deserve all the time. But speaking of deserving all the time, since your first appearance, which by the way everybody loved.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Since then, though, Anisa and iDubbbz had a lot to say about you guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
They really did.
Very interesting business. What did you guys think of the kind of the response there?
First of all, it came 3 months. I feel like it came when she told them it was allowed to come versus when it should have actually came. I don't know if they had took that long just to put together that video or what it was, but and then he did a 6.5 hour stream afterwards, which I don't think anybody has 6.5 hours to watch him cry and complain, even though he claimed.
He's right. I definitely didn't. I tried. I really did try. Oh, I got a time limit on these.
That I was crying during the whole interview. I feel like we all know that even though he claims that he's very stoic, he's actually the one that was crying.
Do you? You've spent time with Ian. Do you believe him to be stoic?
Not at all. No, he's the opposite of stoic. He's literally the opposite of stoic. If he was stoic, it would first of all, he wouldn't cry as much as he does. We wouldn't have known about all the complaining. We wouldn't have known any of the issues that we knew about. We only knew.
Yeah, I don't think that was a serious question. I don't think anyone believes he's stoic. Where are the bad guys at? Drop some fucking ammo, bitch.
About all those issues because he's not stoic.
Oh, I have a good one. He says he's stoic. He's more just like ick.
Yeah, yeah. The last of it.
Right. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
You guys were there for that. Remember.
I have bad breath.
So let me think. What were his big issues with the stuff?
Well, so I wanted to say like a few things. First of all, he claimed that we were on the show for money when everyone knows that wasn't true. So he claimed that he claimed multiple times that we were paid $5,000 to be on the show. No, we wanted to be on the show, and I made it very clear in the beginning. Ian lacks comprehension, and it's very obvious by his video that he lacks comprehension, or Anisa has not told him what comprehension is, so he's not allowed to have it. But the whole
has to ask his girlfriend for permission to do anything.
Purpose of me being on the show in the first place was to separate my brand from his. I did not want my brand to be affiliated with his brand. I don't care if I'm on here saying these things about him because what we said was facts, and he couldn't dispute the facts. He would even come back and try to have a lie counter, but his lie counter, he would say we lied, and then right after he said we lied, he would literally say the same story that we said, but from his point of view. But it kind of proved that we were telling the truth and he was lying, and he didn't have it for just one.
Yeah, the lie counter on that video basically boiled down to thing I disagree with. And all of his arguments as proof that they're lying is no you.
Example is he said that during the Alex Hearn sparring session that he was supposed to spar that day. But then he's like, I had no mouthpiece. Why would you have no mouthpiece if you were supposed to spar that day? Right? So
because he's an idiot.
Literally during the story, we could tell you why what he says isn't true. But once again, he doesn't have comprehension. Plus, a lot of what I was telling was actually trying to stick up for him. And I was trying to say, no, that they didn't just rip people off. It was just out of negligence. I actually tried to stick up for him quite
Ironically,
a bit.
that is you defending him, kind of.
Yes. Yeah, and I even tried to bring AB in on certain things like, oh, it is difficult for sparring. I understand. Like, I wasn't trying to give him shit for being
I will never forgive you for that, Mike. You asking my opinion and me saying, has cost me a world of hell.
Yeah. Well, shut up, AB. It was like, what? And then the funny thing is this, too.
Shut up,
AB's in chat. Ban him. It's like, what? Ban him? What is he doing?
Ban him.
Like, ban him. Ban him and block him.
If you see him, ban him. Ban him and block him. Yeah.
It's so funny. But, like, so there's several things. First of all, I did say that he paid me, and I did get paid what I was charging him. So I never said that he didn't pay me.
No, you said he paid you.
I did say he paid me. But the thing is he also tried to put out of context the $32,000. Dude, I was with you for 11 months. And when they first hired me, let me put some context to this, even though Ian doesn't understand context or comprehension. But let me tell you, like, when they first came to hire me, they said he had no previous experience boxing or any other sport. So I told him he was going to be very expensive because he was going to have to be doing doubles every day. Also, he was originally supposed to fight Rice Gum. And I said, okay, two guys that have never played a sport a day in their life. This won't be that hard. But at the same time, I did tell him it would be doubles 5 days a week. And those would be 2-2-hour sessions. So keep in mind, a lot of fighters that were like, oh, I didn't pay my coach that much. You weren't with your coach for 11 months trying to do doubles. As well as I traveled with him we were in Florida for 2 weeks the first time, 3 weeks the second time. We went to LA.
Yeah, the whole plan and reason you hired him, that's another thing he leaves out. Like, the whole plan and reason you hired him changed. Like, he had to try to adapt to a whole new situation on the fly, and he did it without charging you extra. So, Like, why does he not get props for that? Like, not many coaches would do that.
LA, we went to Vegas. Keep in mind, every time I travel, I'm not able to work with my other clients. Also, I do have other professional fighters that I was working with. And during that time when I was out in Florida, I was not able to work with my professional fighters. So I had to put out their work to other people, hoping that they would get the same work that they would get with me, which I know isn't going to happen. So I'm making a lot of sacrifices for him. Also, he tries to act like $32,000 over that much time is so much money, but then they're paying comedians $20,000 just to show up to the fucking gala.
Not only
Yeah, just to show up for one night.
that, I want to share that if you, we have recordings of the time that Michael has to train Anisa before Ian's session.
Yeah, because he's missing out on income from other clients while he's there with you. He's like, he's already doing it for you at a discounted rate because he thinks it's for charity, and then no money went to charity. Yeah, he's got every right in the world to be pissed, man. None of this went as planned. None of it did. And you're acting like it's his fault.
So Michael is training 2 people for the price of 1. So whatever that number he came up with, 32,000 whatever for 2021, 22, and 23, he really needs to take that and times that by 2 because Michael has trained the both of them.
At least by 1.5. Because usually if it's 2 people, it's $150 an hour versus $100.
Well,
and a lot of people in LA still charge $150 an hour for private sessions, right?
My immediate reaction was like, it's not that much money, considering like you've described it, so it's even more obvious. And AB, how did you were gonna say?
Yeah, so my coach, I feel like is a bad example because it was like the first time we started training. But I know most of us trained for like 5 months. I'd say roughly around, at least me. That's what it was.
So
for
he did
me.
double the time, and you were traveling with him, training 2 people. I mean, it's really not that much money. It's fine, but he made it seem like you're like insanely well paid.
Right. Well, and I did say he paid me well, but the thing about it was, we literally had the conversation. Him and Anisa had the conversation about so he tries to act like because they didn't use the word promise. I didn't promise I was going to put you on the documentary. I didn't promise I was going to give you your bonus. But for me, when we have conversations where he's like, oh, we're going to make a documentary about the whole thing. He even came on your show and talked about how they were going to release the documentary on everything. So when he says that, it's like crazy to me. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's implied when you hire a documentary crew to film a documentary, it's implied that they're going to be credited at least, even if they're not going to be in the documentary, that they're at least going to be credited for it. And the documentary is, going to be released. Otherwise, like, this is a waste of their time. They could have, like, this doesn't help their business in any way. They've got, nothing with their name attached to it that they can show people for future reference. None of that matters. Like, you essentially wasted their time. Oh, but I paid you. Yeah, that's not really the point, dickhead.
You had talked about it in public to multiple people about the documentary. He went down to LA and videotaped people and got interviews before and after the fights. He was supposed to make a documentary, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's no narrative, blah, blah, blah. And that.
Yeah, he tries to pretend like he downplays and tries to pretend like all that other footage doesn't exist too. So he talks about it in his video how, I just got a bunch of smarter footage. It's just hours of me going, it's just me doing this. And it's like, no, you interviewed, like, the other fighters have already snitched on you. Like, you interviewed them. They said you interviewed them. Like, you have all this footage of stuff other than, So, what the fuck are you on about? Wow, that achievement popped late as hell.
Which, once again, makes no sense. And he's like, oh, you make the documentary. Dude, I'm a fight coach. I don't make documentaries. What the hell are you talking about? So it's just so weird. It's like, oh, Ian, you become a fight coach. Oh, it's so easy, you do it. It's just like, all of his arguments made no sense. And so it was just the bonus thing. Yes, you did. You and Anisa literally came.
Oh, I could have loaded it in more than one place.
Was getting a bonus, which to me meant also coaches would be getting a bonus, right? Or they would be paying the fighters, and the fighters could decide what the coach.
Yeah, but I didn't say you specifically, so therefore you're lying. I'm gonna raise the counter now. Ha ha.
Coaches deserved.
But it's his event.
It's that Carl Jobst level of semantics. Ah, that's right. Sending me a concerns notice isn't you saying something, it's you doing something. Okay, Carl.
It's his event. He's the guy with the money, and he's telling you, his coach, everybody gets a bonus.
Yes, we literally had that conversation. He's trying to say we didn't, but once again, in his video, when he tries to say the things that he didn't do, he then goes and says, oh, but we did do this. He even starts the video by saying something completely crazy. He's like, my coach is so insecure that he cares if his fighters lose because he thinks it's a reflection on him. Yes.
It is a yeah, of course it's a reflection on him. It's not about whether or not he gets paid. It's the same thing if you're a lawyer, a coach, if you're anything where your client's success is a reflection on your talent, then yeah, you want them to win. No one wants to hire the lawyer who's never won a case. Oh, but you still got paid. Doesn't matter if you lost. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. No one wants to hire the guy who doesn't get results. They look at the results. And when people are the product, their performance is the result. That's how personal trainers and coaches work, iDubbbz. Of course.
I do care. I care more if they lose than you care, Ian. I cared way more if he lost than he cared. That was part of the problem with training him.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, in the video. He literally starts it with saying, oh, this coach is insecure because he cares about his fighters winning and losing. It's just, or losing. And it's like, yeah, I literally care. I care more than he did about.
That's literally what you're paying him to do, is to care about that shit.
About whether he won or lost. And imagine trying to train a fighter that doesn't care if they lose. You're just like, no, you should be training to win. Alex Wasabi's training to win. Dr. Mike is training to win. Dr. Mike had 10 years experience. We're doing this in 10 months. You need to be putting in doubles. You need to be putting in the work. Then they went on and said they had no strategy for the fight, which was crazy. Well, Anisa said that they had no strategy, when literally, I mean, we have footage. As soon as we found out it was Dr. Mike, I was like, I need you to pressure and I need you to throw overhands because I need you to.
Yeah, because Dr. Mike isn't just bigger than him. He's taller, he's bigger, but doesn't Dr. Mike, like, does he box for fun? Or hasn't he boxed, like, in competitions before? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Dr. Mike have actual experience boxing? So you're fighting an experienced boxer who's both bigger and stronger than you? You shouldn't be training less. You should be training more.
If you smother somebody, they're not allowed to use their athleticism. And if you throw a lot of overhands, because Dr. Mike had his lead hand low and he would slap with his punches, which is a very like amateurish thing to do, is like slap with the punch versus really turning the knuckles over. And I saw all this in the footage. So I had a perfect game plan. You know who executed that game plan? Was Chris Avila in Dr. Mike's next fight. So watching Dr. Mike's fight where Chris Avila is pressuring him, hitting with overhands, and Dr. Mike complaining the whole time, I'm like, Ian, that was our strategy. And then he tried to say that he did do his cardio, but we know he didn't do his cardio. One, because he was gassing out. Even the people, we did the Boxing Voice, which is a podcast, and they pulled up some of his footage from training, and they said, oh, you look like you're getting tired really quickly. You're not going to get tired quickly from pad work if you've been doing your cardio. Also, he literally...
True. It's literally the thing you're training for.
Wasn't running or jumping rope, and when I tried to make him jump rope was when he got the shin splints. So when he got the shin splints was about
the classic shin splits.
Yeah, well, according to Anisa, that's fractured shins or whatever she said. Like he had fractured bones, and it's just like, come on now, they were
fractured shins.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
How do you fracture your shins? You're boxing.
Exactly. Well,
who's doing shin shots?
Well, when he was trying to jump rope, he was so clumsy jumping rope. And don't get me wrong, I like.
Oh, you literally hurt himself jumping rope.
That's fractured shins or whatever she said. Like he had fractured bones, and it's just like, come on now, they were
fractured shins.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you fracture your shins? You're boxing.
Exactly. Well,
who's doing shin shots?
Well, when he was trying to jump rope, he was so clumsy jumping rope. And don't get me wrong, if somebody's new to jumping rope, this could happen. Once again, that's me sticking up for you, Ian. However, I said in July when I first hired him, you need to start jumping rope.
The way he said that, like, you know that he spent his whole time making excuses for how pathetic this guy is he's training. Because, again, it's his reputation that's on the line. Like iDubbbz acts like like he was being too harsh as a coach, and what does he care? He still got paid. Well, because he's a coach, his reputation's on the line now. No one wants to hire the coach that produces, guys who get their ass kicked. They want a good coach. This is his reputation. And yes, his reputation affects his business, especially when he's training someone as high profile as iDubbbz was at the time. I mean, not exactly high profile anymore, but I mean, you can tell by the way he said that was like a normal reaction for him, as somebody would like make fun of iDubbbz or something, and he would jump to their defense. Oh, I'm gonna turn this nerd into a warrior. He's not as bad as you guys. Oh, he's not as weak as you guys think it. Like these were probably knee-jerk reactions for him that he got so used to doing. And now he has to like remind him, hey, in case you didn't notice, I was looking out for you. It's part of my job.
Right now and doing your road work. He wasn't doing his road work. He thinks that doing road work like maybe once a week is doing road work for a fight. No, you need to be doing a lot more road work than that. Also, the jumping rope is very standard. I remember when I got to Florida and I saw Alex iDubbbz and Alexi, the both iDubbbz guys, and they were jumping rope and they jumped rope so well. I was like, fuck, man. I was training these guys. And I actually did end up training Alex for the fight. That was another thing. Saw him kind of hopping around so much, but it was just like he had so many points of contention to discredit me, trying to say that, oh, you didn't train very many people for the fight. You just trained content etiquette, Eric, and I did a thing. But it's like, man, that's bullshit. When we went to LA, I helped train Michael Reeves, Hundar, AB, Minx, Matt Watson, Ryan. I did a thing, Ian, and comment etiquette. That's 9 people I can remember off the top of my freaking head.
Yes, because when Ian put the
Wait, so was he doing like all 9 of them for one price, or was he charging like individually? Because if he gave like if Creator Clash just paid him to be the coach, and then he coached a lot of the people who were participating in Creator Clash, and he did it all for one price, then yeah, iDubbbz, you got one hell of a deal. And you still stiffed him on his bonus. That's the whole reason that they did the podcast to begin with. That's the whole reason that they're here, is to expose like how poorly you managed this event and how you screwed them over. Imagine a girl won't suck your dick because she doesn't like the texture. Oh, there's a word for those girls. They're called lesbians.
the event together, all the YouTubers that he gathered up to fight on the card, not all of them had coaches. And so Michael was the one that was making sure that they knew, what they needed to do and what type of training and what type of coach to look for. Michael was the one that was reaching out to people.
Oh, so he was acting as a coach/consultant and not charging for that service. Jesus. And iDubbbz just shit on him and stiffed him on his fucking bonus. What a piece of shit.
And trying to find coaches for the people.
Sorry. Allegedly. I know this is all going to be he said, she said, but I have zero reason to believe iDubbbz and every reason to believe them, because he's trying to restore the reputation of his boxing gym after iDubbbz left him in shambles, because now his name's associated with this failure of an event and he's getting blamed for everything. So of course he's going to come on and defend himself. I don't even think it's about the bonus. I think it's more about his reputation. And on top of all of that, the big thing that was supposed to clear his name, the whole reason his wife was there, was to record the documentary, and then they didn't even make the documentary.
Who didn't have coaches, right?
You were consulting for a lot of people.
Yeah, Ian wants to discredit us. He can do it all he wants. He can cry all he wants. Nobody believes him. He's pathetic. And it's just so sad that he has to continue to defend his marriage and who he is. It's very sad.
It is also very insecure. Yeah.
Oh, and that's what's crazy. Is
yeah, it's so fucking high school, dude. Is this what it means to learn empathy at 32? That you just revert back to your high school self? If that's the case, I don't want to learn empathy. I'm not giving iDubbbz any slack for anything. He's such a worm. He deserves no slack. He's earned none of this.
He calls me insecure. I'm like, man, I'm fully secure. I just went on your show and told a bunch of facts, and he's like, what, are you gonna cry? No, I'm not gonna cry because you didn't invite me to the fucking gala.
No, he's gonna cry in his car after this uncomfortable conversation.
It shows how much of a piece of shit you are.
Yeah.
Like, how does he not understand it? And then he even admits it. Oh, you should have asked about the gala. Motherfucker, we did ask about the gala as soon as I figured out it was a real thing. I asked you if it was a real thing because you never fucking told us. And that was another thing he never addressed on his podcast or on his 6-hour cry spree.
Yeah.
That he actually never addressed the fact that he did tell the sparring partners. And Anisa's like, oh, I don't know how these people were invited. They were never fucking supposed to get the invite. But it's like Ian was the one that invited them. He personally invited them and made sure they.
Oh no, he invited people without his wife's permission. Oh no.
Were on the email list. How do you invite the sparring partners and not?
Whoops, you CC'd the wrong group of people, Ian.
Not your coach, and then tell your coach, well, it wasn't about you, and blah, or whatever the fuck he was saying. It was crazy. Because if we say one thing like a little bit wrong, he'll be like, that was a lie. I never promised, even though I told you to your face and we had that direct conversation. Also, he said,
yeah, he had that stupid lie counter up on screen. Only like he didn't debunk anything this guy said or prove that any of it was lies. So lie to Ian means thing I didn't like. You said something he didn't like, so he made the lie counter go up. It's so fucking childish.
we never had the conversation about him brushing his teeth and having tonsil stones. How would I know you have fucking tonsil stones and you're about to get
He didn't
strep
deny
throat
it.
If we didn't have that, oh, he didn't. Okay.
No, he didn't
But-
deny the tonsil stones.
Right,
Or
but
he
he-
said
he
we
said-
didn't. Maybe he did say something like we didn't talk about it, but he wasn't like
yeah.
I don't have tonsil stones.
I have
Yeah.
bad breath. I'm just.
He literally sent us pictures of his throat.
Why would he do that? That's disgusting.
Yeah.
To prove to me that he was gonna get strep
there-
throat,
here's
and I'm
the
like,
thing.
dude, you don't get strep
Why-
throat.
Yeah.
Because he's like a child trying to get out of going to school by pretending to be sick. He's trying to get out of doing his fucking boxing shit, which is the thing you're there for. So he's trying to get out of doing his boxing routine and getting out of doing his training by sending pictures of his throat and pictures of the fact that he's sick, like sending his doctor's note to his coach. This isn't fucking PE class. This isn't high school. This is training you paid for. You paid a lot of money for an event you put together that you're the main card fighter of. If you don't want to do it, just back out. Like find a replacement. The fuck are you doing, man? It's a real caca breath. Careful, if you start talking about the fact that he's eating the caca, someone might call CPS on him. Oh shit, why is it not on pausing? There it is.
Some tonsil stones. That's from not brushing your fucking teeth.
Part of the reason why Anisa and Ian sent us the picture of his
up
tonsil stones, right, was because Anisa did not want Ian to be doing doubles because she basically was wanting to just have a great time in Tampa with everybody else, but we needed him to continue to do his doubles. So every single day she'll find an excuse to let us know, oh, he's not feeling good. His shin splints are, kicking in, and his shins hurt. Or look,
Tonsil
he has
stones.
tonsil stones.
His
We can't-
breath
we
is
can't
so
commit.
bad he can't come to practice tonight.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
makes no
I told him
sense.
use some Listerine. I said, dude, use Listerine and brush your teeth and floss.
You guys have that photo?
I mean, I'm sure. I don't know if it's because I didn't know if it was with Ian or if Anisa sent it to me, and then I think Anisa blocked me on everything.
Yeah, after we came on your show back in June, right? They both blocked all of us, and
I've also been blocked by both of them. I wear it like a badge of honor. I'm gonna make a whole separate section in the Discord for people who've been blocked by iDubbbz or Anisa. So if you guys are in the Discord and you get blocked by either one of them, just take a screenshot of the fact that they blocked you and post your badge of honor in the Discord.
both me and Michael, and so our DMs with them has vanished, but the only messages we have with them is through the phone. Yeah, so I mean, we'll look for it, but I think that might have been Anisa that sent it to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, because she was the one that was trying to get Ian out of doing doubles a few weeks up to before the fight.
I want to see his ravaged tonsil stone filled throat.
I actually had his mouth guard. I was cleaning a few weeks ago, and I saw that Michael had his bare mouth guards, And I was like, hey, we should send this to Ethan.
I love it.
Yeah. But the thing is, too, is like, if I wasn't sure about something, I wouldn't have brought it up. Or I would just say, literally, I'm not sure. Ian's like not sure about anything, but he acts like we were lying about everything.
Well, so
but then he can never. Sorry.
It's so obvious that he's lying, and all you have to do is just look at this claim that he continues to repeat: is that I paid you guys $5,000 to come talk shit about him, and he even like world builds around it. He's like, oh, they were.
I knew he'd do that too. As soon as I saw him offer that money to. The hell is that? As soon as I saw him offer that money to them during the podcast, I was like, oh, everyone's going to say that they're being paid to be there now. Like, I called it when he did it. I mean, he should have done it because, you know, Ethan's based and it's the right thing to do to take care of your podcast guests, especially if it makes Ian look bad. But he probably should have done it off stream. Should have done it, like, not as part of the podcast. Do you think the tonsil stones came out when Anisa throat fucks him with that giant strap on? No. It's when he's doing cleanup after her boyfriend comes to visit. You know, after she cucks him.
They were afraid that if they didn't talk shit hard enough, they weren't going to get the money and all this types of stuff. It happened at the end of that.
It's probably where the infection came from that made the tonsils bad in the first place.
Episode. I mean, here I have the timestamp.
You know, the irony.
This happened.
Sticks with all of
Now,
them.
It's taking that fucking BBC load straight down his throat.
This happened 3 hours in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's at the very end of our time talking to you.
These socialist communists that are always like, I'm going to secretly take 34% and give the fighters 1%, and I'm not going to give a bonus to my actually working class and you two who are working your butts off, and I'm going to stiff them. Me, the fucking, and let me prove to you guys. I'm going to make a proclamation right here, as the resident capitalist. This was not discussed beforehand. This was not offered in any way.
I make it very clear.
You guys are hearing this for the first.
Because I didn't want anyone to think that was what happened, right? That I was paid you guys to come on here. Everything you said is so obvious. I mean, it's so obvious, right? But
what's funny too about that is like Anisa always claims to be a communist, but her and Ian's jobs are the most capitalist jobs you could possibly have.
Yes.
I was like, Ian made money on YouTube. Do you think every YouTuber deserve the same pay? You call yourself a sex worker, and don't get me wrong, I think she just puts herself in these categories so she can pretend to be a victim of certain things. So, but she calls herself a sex worker. Communists and sex workers are not in the same category. Make it make sense. I'm just like, nothing you say makes.
She's whatever buzzword will impress her boyfriend. Hassan will impress Hassan.
Sense. It blows my mind. Like,
well, I don't know
okay,
if
you're
you know
a
this,
communist.
but the CEO of OnlyFans is the biggest contributor to APAC. We've mentioned that a few times. $11 million, and she has no problem working for him.
And she promotes her OnlyFans on her Twitter account, which is owned by Elon. So it's like, what are you doing? You literally have no idea. Like, you have
no principles. Just no principles. This is all virtue signaling. It's all pandering to an audience or a friend group. None of these people actually believe any of the shit that they spew. None of them.
Have no morals or
no principles.
Hassan is the one bull who won't mount. I mean, they learned all of this from him. This is one of those, I learned it from watching you, Dad. That's what's happening here, because he's the guy who screams about socialism and who screams about being a communist and who screams about, you know, wealth distribution and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, he lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion. He owns all these cars, and he's constantly, like, taking pictures in designer clothing. Like, he lives the most super capitalist lifestyle you can possibly live. Like, the kind of lifestyle only celebrities live, while screaming about how they should redistribute the wealth. Okay, well then why aren't you giving some of that wealth that you have back to your moderators, or back to your fans, or back to, you know, back to the public? Why is it all just going into your bank account, Chief? They have no principles.
None.
Yes, but they pretend like they pretend like they're better than people. So they pretend like they have these high morals and principles. I swear to God, they think empathy is a political party because Ian just put out that video having no empathy for Charlie Kirk or his wife, had no empathy for me.
Wait, he put out a video having no empathy for Charlie Kirk or his wife? That I may look at. I didn't realize he put out a video about that. That we may look at. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the FBI is like actively investigating accounts that are, or at least they say they are, actively investigating accounts that are celebrating. Maybe not having empathy for him isn't celebrating. I don't know what their metric is, but they said that they're going to look into every account that's celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. It's unacceptable and blah, 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 even though you have freedom of speech. Yeah, it's a whole thing right now. I think Trump signed an executive order to make some of this stuff happen. I don't know. I'm not a political guy, so I just kind of remember seeing some headlines. But if they are actively looking into people or any accounts, especially public figures like them, a 7 million sub YouTuber making videos about how he has no empathy for Charlie Kirk, I think that might get their attention.
Me or my wife, calls her dumb as rocks. It's just like, you claim to have empathy, but I think you think that it's only whatever Anisa tells you to have empathy about. She tells him what music to listen to. She literally told him when he's hungry at the gym, and
You're hungry. Imagine having someone tell you when you're hungry.
Blows my mind the fact that, oh, he claims he has empathy. Oh, they claim to be socialist communists. They claim to be sex workers. They claim to be all these things, but it's like they just try to put themselves in a box to be like, hey, look, we're this and you're not, therefore you're a bad person.
It's the virtue signaling, right? They get to reap the social credits of being like, I'm a fucking communist and I do all these things right and I have all these great beliefs, but meanwhile, they never talk the talk, they never walk the walk, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. And when it comes to, supporting people, let the fucking capitalists take over.
This time, you had no incentive to do this other than your rageful.
They also,
Well, we all mutually despise
how you guys were genuinely shocked.
Evil people. I'm putting words into your mouth a little bit. But I want to say here that I, the capitalist, will once again be ponying up for the right cause. It is not right that he stiffed you guys.
Nope.
I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Because he should have never fucked you guys.
Fucking Zionist. Oh, sorry. Too soon?
That's insane.
It's my pleasure to do it. I'm going to send you guys that money. You should have got more than it from him, frankly. But
the reason I know he's also lying about the bonus is your story lines up with everybody else we've talked to. Everybody said there was a bonus.
No, everyone else is lying. Obviously.
That he told them there would be a bonus. The first year there was a bonus.
Who are you going to believe? The great iDubbbz or literally everyone else?
And then everyone we talked to said the second year they were told there would be a bonus. So everything you're saying completely corroborated by everyone else's account,
Right.
Yeah, he's so hurt right now.
The right is canceling people who are celebrating the death. Ironic, isn't it? I mean, they've been canceling people for a while, just like the left cancel. Both sides cancel people and just pretend like they don't. Well, the right pretends like they don't. But I don't think canceling should be a thing, and I don't think you should be able to get fired from your job for a tweet that you made. Doesn't I don't even care what the context of the tweet was. You have freedom of speech. You should be able to tweet whatever the fuck you want as long as you're not tweeting it during your work hours. Like, obviously, if your boss sees that you're tweeting some crazy shit while you're on the clock, okay, that's a different story. But if you're making tweets at fucking midnight, you've been off work since 5 p.m. and then you come in the next morning, I saw your tweet last night. Well, fuck you. What's that got to do with my job? I wasn't at work when I made that tweet, and that tweet wasn't about my job. So no one even knows I work here. So you can't even pull well, you're representing the company or you're making our company look bad, so we can't keep you employed here if you're going to make our company look bad. I wasn't tweeting about your company, and I don't even have that I work here on my profile. So I'm sorry. Why am I getting fired? What does this have to do with my ability to do my job? Nothing. What law did I break? None. Yeah, it's fucking retarded, dude.
Because he knows that we're telling the truth, and that's the reason why he thought it was so important for him to put out that video and then to stream for 6 hours just crying his heart out.
Calling us crybabies.
Yeah, calling us crybabies, but
It's the iDubbbz maiden call.
you're the one crying on screen for 6 hours. I don't know how that's a thing. So, you know, he's so hurt because the truth is out and he doesn't know how to defend himself.
Right.
He's a pussy.
And
he can't defend himself.
He says that like it's proof that there was no bonus because I didn't reach out to him about a bonus. He even said he even said that he paid me timely with everything, right? There's a couple things that one, he always paid me timely. So two, and he tells me there's a bonus and then he doesn't pay me. I'm like, oh, okay, there must not have been a bonus. So I'm not going to reach out to him about a bonus that I don't think exists until I find out from Harley and everyone else when they came clean about a $27,000 bonus. And I'm like, well, shit, I thought there was no bonus because you paid me timely with everything. You tell me there's a bonus and then you never fucking paid me. So I'm like, how does that prove that I should have been hitting?
You didn't earn your bonus because he lost his fight. Well, losers don't get bonuses. Loser.
You up about the
Lying loser. Oh, sorry, I was channeling my inner iDubbbz.
bonus? You literally said you paid me for everything all the time. There were so many. There's
What do you call them? Rats? Fucking rat. Rat loser.
so many like layers that just prove how he's lying. The other thing about that was the conversation at Denny's. First of all, I wasn't clowning Denny's.
Back to Denny's.
He went on a
Leave Denny's
45
alone.
He
He
went on
got
a
really
45-minute
defensive.
rant.
Do you notice that of Denny's?
Dude, one of my favorite clips on the internet is what the fuck is
Damn,
up,
that's a long
Denny's?
rock,
You know, like, and you could have a concert at Denny's and party for independent whatever rock or whatever. So I'm just like, that's one of my favorite clips on the internet because I'm old school internet. I'm not involved with the new internet. But anyways, so it wasn't Denny's we had a problem with. The problem was he was so soft from the way that we had talked to him, where one, he did cry at the gym because as soon as we got into the car, I told Kate, I was like, hey, he was literally crying. I think we're going to have issues. And then right after that was when he called us to have the meeting at Denny's. I don't care the meeting was at Denny's.
So let me just unpack this because I know he gets defensive about this. What's wrong with him crying after getting beat up in the ring?
There's nothing wrong.
Ethan couldn't even say that with a straight fucking face. It was a rhetorical question, Mike.
Wrong with it, actually. The problem was that then he came to me and said that it was the way that I talked to him.
Look at that. Look at that. He had the opportunity to shit on him for being a crybaby right there and didn't take it. So make note of that.
That he reminded that Michael reminded Ian of his father.
Yeah.
That's where it went completely left. Like, you cannot be upset at your coach and say, hey, by the way, I have huge daddy issues and therefore I hate you now and I'm gonna fire you. Like, that makes no sense.
Not even the firing. He was blaming me for why the sparring session didn't go the way he wanted it to. They were blaming me for why he froze because of past traumas. And the past traumas isn't something
You're not
to
a
make fun of.
therapist. You're a boxing coach.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the past traumas isn't something to make fun of. The crying about isn't something to make fun of. The blaming your boxing coach and then making him feel like, hey, you can't talk to him in a way that's necessary to train you for the fight because you will. They were like, oh, we weren't going to fire him. Dude, you told me you were going to have to find another coach that could talk to you properly if I didn't change how I talk to you. So why am I going to then all of a sudden send you all these messages and be like, yo, where the fuck is my bonus? Or even in a nice way, where's my bonus? Plus, another thing about this, he tried to say that I asked for a loan for him. I didn't ask for a loan. I asked for him to be a guarantor on our gym.
Big
and at that
difference.
time, we had capital. The gym at that time, too, that we
Yeah, so you didn't, yeah, like you didn't even ask him to, like, didn't even ask him for money. Just literally asked him for a signature. That's it. I just want you to vouch for me. Couldn't even do that.
were looking at was a smaller place. Right now, we're looking at a bigger place, which I like. To be honest, like, we don't have all the capital for that right now. We're trying to put it all together. We're trying to get people together to help with that. But at that time, we did have the capital for the place we were looking at. So I'm like, hey, could you be a guarantor? All Anisa ever talked about was how much money they have, how
That's true.
rich they are.
Yes.
So,
And also,
gosh.
Yeah, because Anisa even bragged about the fact that, like, her parents wanted her to marry a rich Muslim guy. And she was like, well, he's not Muslim, but he is rich, so at least my parents will be half proud. Yeah, like it was very clear she cared about how much money he had and bragged about it.
So she,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, she's obsessed with counting my money.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's obsessed with you and Ela and H3, and she's always like wanted to take AB and Lena from you guys. She's always wanted to have something of her own.
Well, doesn't want AB now. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, he's just waiting to respond to that like, really, bitch? Really? Oh, fuck.
That would be similar to the H3 podcast. That's the reason why Michael and I did not have the heart to tell AB and Lena, you know, even though we knew they were like, we knew that Ian and Anisa were just simpletons and they're evil, right? We didn't have the heart to tell AB and Lena because we saw that, like, you know, they liked them and they didn't know better, you know? So it was sad. But when we saw the last video of AB coming out and sharing all the stuff that he had to put up with the last year and a half, it was really sad, you know, and it broke our hearts that they actually went through that. We didn't know. We just thought that maybe, you know, they liked them a lot and then they just kind of went on the ride. We had no idea about the blackmailing, you know, all that stuff. So it's horrible.
I'm not surprised though. Also, like, we knew from the start, one of the reasons that we never came to like AB and everyone else about how fake they were.
Yeah.
One, we knew that like AB was close with them, but we also knew Ian and Anisa were only after AB for Lebanese clout.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with actually being good people.
Yeah, it's another virtue signal thing.
Or like, oh,
not at all shocked.
Oh, we really click with these people. Anisa wanted to hang out with other Arabs or partial Arabs to prove how Arab she is.
Yeah.
Even though,
so sad.
Keep in mind, Ian ripped the Quran.
Trying to get that Arab cred. Like the white guy who hangs out with a bunch of black dudes to get some street cred.
In half on live, and also
I know, man.
He denounced being a Muslim on camera.
I saw that too.
So
what do you call that when you renounce being a Muslim? It's really bad, right?
A kafir. No,
It's called
kafir means
a apostle.
non-believer.
No, there's a name for it, but yeah, I think those two are probably some of the worst things that you can do as like a devout Muslim. I mean, tearing the Quran in half is fucking insane.
No, I mean, yeah, I've said a few prayers for him, to be honest. Like, I'm
yeah,
not
we got
super
AB
religious.
praying for his cursed ass.
I see my grandma like a force ghost when I saw that. She's like, he's going to hell. I'm like, no.
Yeah. I've talked to a lot of fighters now, some publicly, some privately, but one commonality between them all is they all fucking hate Anisa.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, and also I want to say, like, I don't know, because I know that Minx did not fight on the second. I mean, she's kind of just been off the card ever since CC1. But Minx is another YouTuber that I always felt that Anisa was like jealous of, and she also was not very nice to Minx, and so I just wanted to put that out there.
Minx, if you have a story, come forward.
And also, the thing about it was,
See, he's just bringing people on the podcast to talk shit about us. Yeah. Yes, what he's doing. And it's what you deserve.
he said,
And they're all doing it for free, by the way. No one's getting paid. They didn't have to offer them money. They'll talk shit about you for free. Gleefully.
like on his video, because there's so many things that he said on his video, it was insane. Also, nobody watched all 6.5 hours, so I
Yeah.
have no idea what all of it was.
Yeah.
However, I did see some things that I'm able to like rebuke on here, or like just tell the truth, which everything was the truth. We only spoke facts, and then he spoke like some of his feelings about our facts to try to disprove them. Also, the lie counter was hilarious. He'd be like, that was a lie, click, 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 like 3, 4, 5 lies. It's like, first of all, what was the lie, and how did it end up at 26 out of nowhere?
That lie was the thing you said that I don't like. And it's a lie because, well, just take my word on it, guys. He's lying. I'm not going to prove it, but you guys trust me, right? Just take my word on it.
Whatever the hell the number was.
That's what it boiled down to. Yeah, and it ended up in like the 40s, I think.
But also, yeah, he said that right after I hit him up about the being a guarantor, not a loan, but being a guarantor, was when Kate asked him. But I had asked him sometime between July and September of after Creator Clash. So keep in mind, this is Career Clash ended in April, I believe.
Yeah.
And then so it's like May, June, July, August. So sometime between July or September was when I asked him about being a guarantor. When she reached out to him about child marriage was January. And he said he was extremely offended that I would ask him to be a guarantor. Keep in mind, that's not putting up any money.
Yeah, I don't even understand that.
Why would he be offended that you asked him for a signature? I mean, that's the equivalent of what he asked him for. It was just a fucking signature. Was just vouch for me, bro.
He could have just politely said, I can't do it right now.
Yes.
He could have, but also...
He goes, I was super nice. All I said was, and then he actually says it. He goes, in no world can I give you money. I was like, that's not nice. That's insane. What the fuck?
He is insane. And I'm so glad that he put out that video saying that he admitted to texting that to us. Because when I saw the text message, I was just so shocked. Like, how could this be Ian? We've been there with him throughout the past 3-4 years. Like, I don't understand, you know what I mean? And so for him to come out and say those were his words and he, you know, signs off on it, I'm just like, wow, he's a horrible person.
Yeah, and then
he really
also, the way he talked about the political activism you're doing about child brides, the way he's like, I saw it and I just was mad, so I closed it and never sent it to Anisa.
Yeah, why would you be mad for 4 months after? He's saying he was mad because I asked him to be a guarantor, not a loan, a guarantor. He's like, I lost my ass on all this stuff. And first of all, if you constantly talk about how much of a millionaire you are, and then you're mad,
I don't think they are, by the way. I think they lost. I think they lost the vast.
I mean, like,
amount.
Yeah, they're broadcasting from a basement now, and they had to sell their home. They're clearly broke, or very close to being broke.
Of their fortune.
For Ian to say that, like, oh, he didn't show Anisa, that's a lie. We know that Ian and Anisa are one, and
exactly.
they basically
He's
share
covering
one
for her.
Yeah, he's covering for her. You know what I mean?
She's a feminist.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe in that screenshot that the DM that she shared, right, to try to expose, you know, Olivia. Like she said in there that, oh, I care about women and, you know, children or girls. I'm just like, you're fake.
Yeah.
You're so fake.
Yeah. And being so mad about me asking not for a loan, but a guarantor for somebody that's supposed to be a millionaire,
just
multi-millionaire.
No.
Just say no.
Something.
But also,
something
you
nice.
can't tell me you're extremely mad about it, and then 4 months later, the latest I asked him was September. My wife asked him in January the following year, 2024, about supporting a bill, and he's still so mad that he can't even show the message to Anisa and just closes it. It's like, bro, how much did you hate us? And why did you hate us so much?
Because you remind him of his dad.
Yeah. How sad, right?
It's odd, right? And I'm not.
Yeah, that's basically it. It all boils down to daddy issues, which after seeing iDubbbz's true colors here, I kind of get where his dad's coming from. Like, I kind of get why his dad might have been hard on him. Or maybe disowned him. Or why he might have daddy issues. Daddy's not proud of you is what I'm saying. You are a disappointment. To both your dad and the entirety of the internet.
I'm not going to make fun of dad trauma. Like, my dad was deported when I was 13 years old. So I'm like, man, we a lot of us have daddy issues, right? It's like, yeah, my dad was deported when I was 13. We lost touch with each other for 12 years. I was fortunate enough to be in a part of his life for the last 12 years before he passed in 2022. But it was just like, the way he would get so mad at us and be like, I was never your friend. Oh, we only came to Thanksgiving.
Why
to be
would
nice.
I want to spend time with these losers? I'm like, oh, so you're saying you thought they were losers back then?
Right.
Yeah.
Literally.
Also, I want to give the context.
Oh, and the Thanksgiving thing was so fucking rude.
Yeah, exactly. The whole Thanksgiving video that he put out is just ridiculous because, you know, the context around Thanksgiving was, I even told Michael that like, hey, if you see Ian and Anisa at the gym, like, I mean, you can ask them, you know, what they're doing for Thanksgiving, but I told Michael I didn't really feel comfortable because, you know, I find them super backstabbing and not honest people, and they're not good to the people around them that supports them. They're just opportunists, right? But then Michael went to the gym that day and he's super nice. And then he saw Ian and Anisa and he asked them, hey, do you guys have anything going on for Thanksgiving? And then they're like, no, because, you know, they basically eat out of the deli department at the grocery store near their house.
What does that even mean? like they have to buy deli food from a grocery store because they're poor. But she said they eat out the deli, so are they just like hanging out in the deli, fucking sneaking bites of shit or eating the free samples? Like, what? I know that's probably not what's happening, but that's in my head canon now. That iDubbbz is living on free samples from a grocery store.
They don't cook. All that cooking stuff that she puts online is a complete lie. Okay.
Yeah.
And so they said they had no plans, you know, and they looked all sad.
I mean, even if you can't cook, Hot Pockets cost like $1. Okay.
So then Michael was like, well, why don't you guys come have Thanksgiving with us? And then
I mean, I don't know. I hadn't had to buy bachelor food in a long time. Maybe it's more expensive than that. Maybe it's hard to fucking eat if you can't cook. Well, cooking's not that hard. Just buy a cookbook and follow the fucking instructions. It's just following instructions. I don't know. My wife does the cooking. She's pretty dope at it. But I just, even I can like cook something out of a cookbook, and I don't cook. I can just read the instructions and go, okay, I need to measure up this and do this and that. Yeah, just get a cookbook. It's got the instructions.
And I, last minute, had to go buy extra chairs because we didn't have enough chairs in our apartment for them to sit. So I went out of my way to order more chairs and get more chairs and an extra table. And I had it all set up and went out of our way. So for him to just be upset and not...
I think Hot Pockets are close to $2 each now. Well, still, just get a pack of Hot Pockets, a couple $. What the hell?
You got to take accountability for anything and then now say, oh, Thanksgiving was disgusting. I didn't want to be there. Then why did you come, Ian?
Oh, there was another thing he said that was so out of pocket. How he's like, oh, she got beat up. She broke her ribs at her last job. So no wonder. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, that was an Anisa thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Anisa's crazy. Like that's how low and crazy she is. I'm really glad that she stooped down to that level because it really shows the world how crazy she is, what kind of person she is. Yeah. There was an incident at work where I was working for a doctor and I was working in surgery.
She's an attention whore with an OnlyFans. And if they keep having money trouble, she's probably soon to be actual whore. I'm not one of those guys who calls a girl a whore just because she has an OnlyFans. You can do solo stuff on OnlyFans, would make you a whore. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. But she may have to up her game here to make more money pretty soon.
And I was the surgical lead of that practice, meaning that I'm the right hand to the doctor. The doctor, unfortunately, didn't have the best business sense and had fired his office manager, and then hired his nanny to be his office manager. And the doctor
Sounds
had
like
just
he's having an affair with somebody.
Yeah, that is definitely what's happening.
Yes, and
Ethan beat me to it.
And he did go through a divorce because he had an affair. And
was
so
it with
anyway,
the nanny?
I don't know the details, but from what I know.
Yes, it's with the nanny, and her working there was probably one of the stipulations. I don't know how to get up here. Come on, grab a ledge, do something. How do I get up there?
So from what I know, from my professional experience, is that I went to work. The doctor hired the nanny to be the office manager. The nanny.
Anisa wants to get railed by BBC. No, Anisa wants to get railed by Hassan. She's probably already had some BBC. I don't think she's had Hassan yet. I'm pretty sure even Hassan could do better than that. He's too busy banging denims.
He has no experience on medical billing, how to deal with insurance, how to code all the treatment plans that we're doing for surgery. So the doctor was like, Kate, I know you're really smart and you're the surgical lead, so I really need you to train her and help her in any way possible, right? But I didn't know that this person had a substance abuse problem, you know? And so one day she came to work and she was shaking. And I knew that she was on something. And she physically attacked me and she hit me with a wood door and broke my rib. And then when that happened, I had to resign from my job. I was so broken in that moment because I was a single mom, right? And that time Michael and I were not living together. I was worried that I would have to resign from my job because of an unsafe unsafe environment. And I was assaulted at work. And now my employer is trying to shush me by sending me a letter of defamation. He had his attorney send me a letter saying, hey.
She should be suing. You're talking to the right guy if you're going to do lawsuits, babe.
Hey, if you don't sign this statement saying that the incident never happened. We're going to sue you within 7 days for defamation. And then I said, you want to know something? I'm no longer the
She should have kept that message too. That's fucking blackmail. That's also a crime. Holy shit. If your employer's doing all that, yeah, he's fucking up something serious.
12-year-old bride that I was, okay? I'm a survivor and I know how to defend myself. I will use the law to reinforce you. So let's fucking go, okay? And that's why I got myself an attorney. I did win my lawsuit.
Oh, so she did get an attorney. Good for you. Yeah, fuck that guy. I'd be suing the shit out of him.
Okay, and Anisa knows all this. I shared this with her because I thought she was my friend. I thought she was our friend. I thought she was our family friend. That's the reason why we invited them to Thanksgiving. That is the reason why we go to the extent that we go.
You didn't do it for clout? You mean people invite people over to hang out with them for reasons other than attention and clout? I mean, that's why she hangs out with literally everybody she hangs out with. She thinks that's what friendships are. What do you mean you're getting nothing out of this? That doesn't make any sense.
To be there for them. That is the reason why instead of charging them $150 an hour to film dynamic filming, I charged them $100. That is the reason why my husband, instead of charging them $100 per person per session, even though their sessions are separate but at the same time, like he gives them a huge discount. And we do all this and we were just gonna take all this information to the grave with us. The only reason why we came out is because we found out that Ian is trying to do another creator clash and he's ripping people off again and he's not being honest. And then he had to call CPS on your kids.
Same shit, different toilet.
Let's take it back to this. Well, he didn't call them, but he encouraged the community.
He justified it.
He justified it. So just by him doing that, it just makes me realize he's not a good person.
No.
He's really evil. So that's the reason why we came forward with the information we had, because Ian needed to know that he cannot continue this way forever. Someone's going to hold him accountable. If no one's going to hold him accountable, then Ethan Klein's going to hold him accountable, and he needs to understand that. Both him and Anisa.
That's right.
Also, it was funny because he's like, oh, they were in my DMs. First of all, we weren't in the DMs. We were in the comment section when he was talking about, I'm going to release a new content cop.
Yeah.
And we knew that that was how he became successful. So I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. Yeah.
But
like,
of course they didn't know.
Yeah.
and then he's like, what's funny is like he tells these stories to try to make us sound bad. And then he's like, as soon as they found out it was Ethan, then they were, oh no. Yeah, that's literally
that was
exactly
great.
what happened.
Yeah, that's what everyone there told you. And it's not because they were huge Ethan fans. It's because they knew that this would backfire on you horribly. This is a terrible idea. You don't even have to be an Ethan fan to be like, no, don't do that. People weren't telling you no because they're Ethan fans. They're telling you no because this is a terrible idea.
When I heard that, I was like, oh, that's so cool that they were like, even understood back then that that's an insane thing to do.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me because once again, he tells these stories.
Who do you think his next one's going to be on? AB?
Stories that tried to make us look bad, but it just makes us look like good people that we are. Because we didn't come on here lying. We didn't come on here trying to like tell stories that weren't true. We just came on here.
Content Cop Kino Casino. Please make a Content Cop on Kino Casino. Please. Their fucking reaction to that will be gold. Oh my god, please be that stupid. I mean, it's a great idea, Ian. Don't listen to the haters. Kino Casino deserved the smoke. I know you said that no one deserves a Content Cop and you regretted doing them and you deleted them all, but these guys do. They're pieces of shit. Do Content Cop Kino Casino. This is the video you need to make that'll revitalize your career. Okay? So you had one bad Content Cop in all the ones you made, and it was the one on Ethan. Show everybody that, you know, the series isn't dead because it had one bad episode. Make a new one. About Kino Casino. You'll knock it out of the park. I believe in you.
A bunch of facts that pissed him off. Pissed Anisa off too, because she hates being thrown under the bus.
Yeah.
When he's like, Froggy Tonic was never there to film Anisa and do all this stuff or whatever he was saying. It's like, no, that's exactly what he was there for. And you know that's true. And also, why didn't if Froggy Tonic was there to do the stuff for the documentary, how come the documentary for the second one never came out? Why? Because it was a huge failure, dude. So it's like, and it was, And then he's like, what was $160,000 on parties when we lost $250,000? I can do math. That means you only would have had a $90,000 loss, you fucking idiot. If you can't do math, that's what that means. Also, why are you spending $160,000 on parties that aren't going to relate to ticket sales or pay-per-view sales?
They're not very bright. They're not. They're terrible business people.
Because they didn't give a fuck about the boxing. I mean, they are simpletons, but they also didn't give a fuck about the boxing. They only cared. They only cared about the attention and the clout. That's all this was. For them, anyway.
Oh, and they're very dumb. So Anisa started throwing out some really crazy accusations against you, Mike. This one here, I'll pull it up.
Okay.
She said, so this was during Ian's live stream. She said this in the comments, and I believe, do we have the video of it? Because she goes, Ian, do you remember this? And he goes, no.
Anisa, he wouldn't stop hugging me. It was really, really upsetting. I kept trying to push him off and he wouldn't. I was embarrassed. It made me feel really embarrassed, and then he wouldn't let me leave. He kept hugging me, and I was trying to...
So she says about you, Michael, he wouldn't stop hugging me.
Oh, he's going to read it anyway. Yeah, she basically accuses him of sexual assault, or at least sexual harassment. I don't know if a hug would count as assault. It's not inherently sexual, a hug in and of itself, but she's making it sound like it was. The way she's framing it. Jesus, fuck this bitch.
It was really, really upsetting. I kept trying to push him off, and he wouldn't. I was embarrassed. It made me feel really embarrassed, and then he wouldn't let me leave. He kept hugging me, and I was trying to push him off, and I cried. Can you explain why the fuck I was crying? And here's the clip of her asking him, because I think this is instructive.
Physical therapist office inside that gym. The Seawolves also trained out of that gym.
We were being so disruptive.
But, so other people use this space, and
yeah, lie counter's up to 45. Oh, I want to hear his coach reply to the lie counter now.
she just wants to control the music. That's so unprofessional. It's not allowed, and it's not fair to the other members.
So why is she keep invoking the term professional or unprofessional? He said this to me. He spoke to me like this. Like, how do you operate? Have you ran into this with Michael at all?
More confidence just in life. That obviously comes from, you know, being able to...
Oh, she's telling him you got to comment on this. He wasn't acknowledging her messages, probably because he knew they were insane.
She's literally directing his crying therapy session from his chat. Like a movie director. Okay, you got to do this now. Okay, you got to react to this. She's literally the guy in the chat. React harder. Oh my god, dude.
And defend.
She won't talk shit herself. Like, she has to be the good guy always. Like, you only ever see them together when she's there to either shit on iDubbbz or take credit for something. Like, something she thinks is good, like when she took credit for his content cops, and when she took credit for his career, and when she took credit for, well, she took credit for Creator Clash when it was successful, but when it failed, she was nowhere to be found in that video. That was all iDubbbz.
Defamatory, and he was like, I'm not going to read that crazy shit. And now she tags him and goes, iDubbbz, can you explain why the fuck I was crying? She's mad at him. She's angry that he's not acknowledging her. So let's see his acknowledgement.
And here comes the part where they respond by saying that it wasn't even her in chat. That was a troll account, or that was a fake account. We don't know who that was, and they're just going to deny. Is that what's about to happen?
Anisa, you can come here and explain it if
She's
you
in
want.
the other fucking room, yelling at him in chat. What a dumb coward loser.
Incoming.
So anyway, let's hear what he says about it. Oh my
Come
goodness.
here and explain it if you want, because I don't have a fucking recollection of it. I don't have a fucking
His brain's been scrambled from getting hit in the head too many times.
recollection of it.
Now, listen, the fact that he doesn't remember doesn't mean that something didn't happen. However, she seems to be pretty confident that she told him all about it, and he can explain why she was crying, but he doesn't even fucking remember it. But do you know what?
It wasn't a big deal.
Is she talking about anything?
So I can tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So she got kicked off the aux. Patty kicked her off the aux, and then when Patty
this
kicked
is
her off the
related
aux-
to the aux thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
So this was one of the best stories. Is that when she tried to take over the music for the gym, and people got pissed because it wasn't the right music.
Yes. And so when she got kicked off the aux, and her and I had that conversation where I was like, oh, I probably did go too far because I told her it was 12-year-old emo music. But it was just like, she was trying to
Nah, that's accurate.
diss on Patty's music. And I was like, what the hell are you
That's
saying?
another coach.
Patty was another coach at the time. So what she was saying didn't make sense. So I was like, and this was just another example of how often her and I would get into it. And I would actually speak my mind, which is why they don't like us, because they don't like when people have different thoughts than they do and don't bow down to their stupid ideology. So she was mad that I wanted to change that Patty changed the music, because I wasn't even the one that did it. Once again, I'm nice. I probably would have let her play that stupid shit. So Patty wanted to change the music, does change the music. She gets upset, starts talking.
It's a democracy. A, it's not your gym; it's a public gym. And B, if more than two of them want you to change it, then you've been outvoted by the other people at the gym. So you got to fucking change it, bitch.
Shit about Patty. I stick up for Patty and told her music was 12-year-old emo music. We were supposed to do our pad session because I always would have to do pads with her before Ian. Once again, I remember all facts. These guys are idiots. And so as soon as that happened, I literally turned around because I was like, okay, let's do our pads. I was going to put her gloves on. She runs to the bathroom. And right when I saw her run to the bathroom, I was like, oh, this probably isn't good. She's probably going to be crying. Sure enough, she was crying in the bathroom. She took several minutes to come out. By the time she comes out of the bathroom, she's bawling. She tries to leave to go to the car, and I see her go to the front door, but she realizes she doesn't have the keys to the car. So she has to come back. At this point, she's already crying. She's super sad. Once again, they don't know what the fuck empathy is. I see a woman crying, and I'm going to feel bad. I'm like, oh, shit. I did not mean to make her feel that bad. I thought we were going to just have that conversation, go on to pads, have a normal day. That's why it's so funny. They're like, oh, you're going to cry about it? You crybaby? Bro, you guys are the fucking crybabies. Like, I can move on from shit. They can't. So she's crying about it. I go give her a hug because I'm like, hey, I'm sorry that you're crying. I didn't hug her to the point where she started crying. I felt bad, so I gave her a hug.
She was crying.
And I said, yeah, she was bawling. So I hugged her.
That's a crazy, malicious lie. The way she told that story is nuts. She's crying from the aux thing, and then she's making it sound like she's crying because you're like squeezing her and not letting her go.
But literally, because that makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't.
Why would I?
Yeah, so we leave out the context where you're bawling and he's trying to console you. Oh, that kind of changes things now, doesn't it?
I just be squeezing her.
A hug seems relatively appropriate now when a woman's crying and you're trying to make her feel better as her friend. You give her a hug, you make her feel better, you be a literal shoulder to cry on. Huh. That sounds a lot different than he hugged me and wouldn't stop like he's a fucking sexual assaulter.
Like, she disgusts me. She's always disgusted me. Her mind is disgusting. I see people like Shallow Hal. She's like the ugly girl in Shallow Hal that thinks she's pretty. It's like, no, you're an old, disgusting, like, you're just, everything grotesque is what you are, down to your soul, down to your core, down to like whatever she pretends to be in the moment to virtue signal.
Right.
That's like, it's like you're none of those things, and you know you're none of those things. That's why you can't even actually stick up for these things, and that's why her stories make no sense. But yeah, I did have empathy, and I went to hug her because she was a crying woman. You know who didn't try to hug her? Ian, because he has no fucking empathy for his wife that's crying. If I saw my wife crying, I'd be like, oh my God.
He's got no empathy for her either. They hate each other. They're just staying together to prove the haters wrong. Like, I'm convinced, like, if it weren't for the fact that, like, she didn't get the clout she wanted from Hassan, then oh shit. Okay, yeah, I can do a mine. If it weren't for the fact that she didn't get the clout that she wanted from Hassan, she would have left Ian already. I firmly believe that. That if Hassan had been more supportive of her and had pushed his community to go to her OnlyFans or to show her some kind of success separate from Ian, she'd have left Ian. I full on believe that right now.
Yeah, he
God,
doesn't
I'm so
remember
sorry.
it.
He didn't even
You
fucking
remember it. You remember it. He
Oh,
doesn't.
I remember it perfectly. And then, so she grabs the keys to her car and then leaves for the rest of the session. I tell Ian, I'm like, dude, I'm like distraught. I'm like, fuck, I didn't mean to make her cry that bad. Ian's like, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Once again, he told her she's a hypochondriac.
Yep.
The moment she got her fucking fake concussion, because she got punched in the head, and one of her 13 concussions and 11 minors and 2 majors, which we've still never seen any of the video of her just being knocked unconscious on the fucking lacrosse field or the hockey field. She used to say crazy shit to Ian. She was always trying to like make it sound like he wasn't as much of a man as he was. She'd be like, one of the times I was talking about how good Ian's body shots were, and she, once again, that's me sticking up for you, Ian, you fucking no comprehension idiot. So well, I was.
They're so mad. Like, on both sides have gotten so mad. Like, Ian was so mad with their first response, which has just made them. This is just going to go back and forth forever, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm here for it. Fuck it.
Talking about how good Ian's body shots were, and she's like, I could take his body shots. And I'm like, no, you couldn't. That makes no sense. Like, if Ian.
She can definitely take body shots. I'll stop. I'm not Kino Casino. I'm not going to accuse her of a, what did he say? The funny way he said, Bukaki.
Shot hit you in the liver, you're going to go down. Like, that makes no sense. And she was like, I've been hitting lacrosse and hockey with sticks, and I didn't ever go down. Da, da, da. Okay, cool. So you took all these body shots, but you had 13 concussions from it. It's like, dude, she's so full of shit. It's crazy. But yeah, so I literally remember that. Ian doesn't even fucking remember it, because to him, he was like, oh, it's not a big deal. Even though the next day they come to the gym and they tell my wife, Michael has no respect for women. He never respects women.
Oh, God. That's what
happened.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so it's like.
Yeah, I had to have a whole, like, sit down with her the next day because she came to the gym and she was so upset. And then she told me that, you know, she doesn't understand why I could be with Michael because, you know, he doesn't support women. And she was literally encouraging me to leave my husband.
He doesn't support women, even though he married you. Your husband isn't supportive. Well, he supported me the other day. He's gaslighting you. Oh, she's one of those bitches.
And basically, like, I wouldn't be with someone like that. I
Sounds
don't know
like
why
the kind
you're
of pressure
with
he's
someone
putting
like
on
that.
AB,
Where I come from, they call them a home wrecker.
Olivia, and Lena.
Yeah, she's really good at
that's what she
that.
does.
Yeah.
And the fucking concern trolling she does
Yeah.
is insane. When Ian made a whole video about fucking concern trolling, I'm like, I'm cussing way
To
more.
be
That's
fair,
so
that
big.
video was insanely bad, dumb, poorly.
Because all his videos are projection. They're all projection. He's going to accuse you of all the things that he's doing so people don't think that he's doing it. Or it probably works on his fucking retarded ass audience. Sorry, I know I turned the camera off, but... Ugh. I remind myself to cut here. I know I turned the camera off, but I am trying to readjust my sleep schedule, so my body is telling me to shut down, but I'm telling it no, because I usually stay up later than this. My sleep schedule is all fucked up, so I'm trying to stay up to reset it. So instead of rubbing my eyes and looking like I'm fucking bored and sleepy during the reaction, this time I'm just gonna turn the camera off, and we're gonna go cameraless for the rest of the stream, or at least until I get that second wind and my body stops trying to go to sleep. Once it learns that ain't happening.
Really conceived,
Yeah.
incomprehensible, like psychotic.
It would have been way better if he would have put Anisa's tweets in there. Then it would have gave way more context to the
Yeah.
shit. It's like, dude, you and your wife are fucking controllers, or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I just know
I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I know I ain't it.
when you pretend to care about something, but you're like trolling about it. That's exactly. Oh, I just.
Okay, so he does know what it means. All right, he nailed it.
When she fucking made a tweet about my wife and she was like, I just want her to be better. Bitch, that's not what it said. That's what you put in the first sentence, and then your sentences after that had nothing to do with being better. It's like
there's a skit on YouTube. You guys should watch it. If you've never seen the channel, I'm gonna go ahead and promote them. I'm not gonna react to their stuff on stream because it's not really reactable stuff. But I post them in the Discord all the time. They're one of my favorite YouTube channels. They're called Viva La Dirt League, VLDL, and they do skits. It's mostly gaming skits, but they've got some IRL skits. And this is like the IRL skits. So they've got they're basically like the sequel to The Office. They got a series there called Bored where they're all working at a tech store. And it's hilarious. But anyway, there's one of the skits in that is it's a slow day at work. There's no customers. And one of the employees shows another employee his Instagram. And then he turns to the guy next to him and he's like, Adam just showed me his Instagram and it's really bad and I don't want to have to do it. I don't want to have to stare at it. Well, what do I do? And he's like, give him the compliment sandwich. He's like, what's that? That's where you compliment him, give a constructive criticism, and you finish it off with another compliment. Okay? So that way you let him down easy. iDubbbz is like that skit, because in that skit he starts, I know I'm way over explaining this, but in that skit he gives him the compliment up top, and then he goes on like this paragraph worth of criticism, and at the end he's like, oh, and I like your tie. like the criticism is so much longer than the compliments that are supposed to be padded to make it sound good that it just cancels them out. You might as well not have even said the good part. Ugh, that's iDubbbz. Except I don't even think he does the sandwich. I think he forgets to do the compliment at the end.
They're such pieces of shit. Once again, they have no principles. They have no morals. They just pretend like they're better people by using keywords that makes them sound better. And it's like, dude, everyone sees through your bullshit. Even the lies that you were trying to call me out for, you would then immediately talk about how it was the truth. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, you can't even do a lie counter correctly without lying about all the lies. When it's just like, because we weren't lying about anything. Everything we said was facts. He goes on for 45 minutes about Denny's because there wasn't enough fucking lies for him, because there was no lies. And once again, I remember this shit very well. It was like, I lost so much sleep trying to fucking train this guy because I knew the work it would take to win these fights, especially the fucking people that he chose to fight. He's like, we could have never beat.
Yeah, because he's fighting Dr. Mike. Doesn't Dr. Mike have he's not just a YouTuber, he's actually boxed before. I think he boxes as a hobby. So this guy has actual experience in the ring. And this is the guy you chose to fight. Yeah, you've got an uphill battle. You should probably have two trainers. You should be training twice as much, not half as much as you did, and fucking skipping training. You should be doubling down and doing double the amount of training.
Dr. Mike. Motherfucker, you could have beat Dr. Mike if you would have taken it as serious as I did. And if you would have actually believed...
I don't think he stood a chance against Dr. Mike. Even if you brought your A-game training him and he listened to everything you said, I just think he was in over his head in that fight. I think he still would have lost. Mike has way more experience. He's bigger. He's taller. More confident. Yeah, he had everything going for him. I don't think iDubbbz stood a fucking chance to begin with.
Believed in your fucking coach and not just been like, well, I'm not. For the second fight, I was the one that made him do cardio. We have an Airdyne bike at the gym, and I would force him to do the cardio in front of me. Literally, during the sparring sessions for the second fight, we have video on him. The sparring sessions for the first fight, he would gas every time. First round, gas out. Everyone else would be playing around. He'd be sucking air. And I'm like, Ian, I can tell you're not doing your cardio. He's doesn't understand that if you do your cardio, you're not going to gas out and spar it, because he's so fucking new to this. So he's like, he thinks he can just get away with lying to me. And then, I wasn't lying. I was doing the cardio. No, you weren't. Also, he's like, I'm
lying to your boxing coach is like lying to your doctor. The only one who gets hurt no one benefits, and the only one who gets hurt is you.
The moving into the house only.
And in his case, getting hurt meant concussion and brain damage. Dr. Mike fucked him up.
It took one day. Bitch, you were looking at houses for so long. It took you like a month and a half to find the house that you were going to move into.
They would cancel sparring sessions because she had to go look at homes to see which one she was going to buy. And also, I want to say that, like, I don't understand why Anisa does this, but like, since all this drama has come out, since everybody has been like making so much content on these two, I've learned so much facts about them that I didn't know. And I've also learned that like she has lied to us a whole bunch. One thing that she shared with us when they were buying their house, she came to the gym, she was super happy, and she was like, oh my gosh, we got a house. And it was listed at $1.2 million, but we offered 1.4 because we wanted to make sure that no one else is going to come and outbid us, you know?
Wait, you offered more than what it cost? No wonder you guys are broke. Terrible with money. I know it's only 1.2 million, but we're going to give you an extra 0.2 million because we're rich. That's probably why she did it, not because you thought somebody was going to outbid you.
Because we need.
Also, it's buying a house. Once the paperwork starts, yeah, like it's not an auction. Like once you start the paperwork on the offer, that's your offer. They can't just like take another offer. It goes off the market once that process starts, right? I mean, I don't know. I've never bought a house, but it's my understanding that was how that was worked, right? Like people couldn't just use the fact that they have an offer to leverage other offers. I thought that there were rules against that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Sounds like the kind of thing that shouldn't be allowed.
Home right away.
Genius.
And yeah, and then I found out on Kino that like the house they bought for like 1,000 and I'm just sorry, not yeah, 1,050,000, right, or something like that, right? So it was $1 million. But why did Anisa need to tell me, you know, the coach's wife, that it was listed for 1.2 and she bought it for 1.4? She obviously wanted me to like.
Because she's either lying. Or she's probably lying. That probably didn't happen. But yeah, she's that person who exaggerates everything to an extreme in order to make herself, like there's probably some nugget of truth behind everything she says. And then she exaggerates things so much that the nugget of truth doesn't even matter anymore. And at that point, it just becomes a lie. I don't think exaggerating in and of itself is lying. I think that you can do it to add emphasis to stuff and blah, blah, blah. Like, no one would call you a liar for that. If you were like, man, I'm so hungry I can eat a horse. Obviously, you're exaggerating. You're being hyperbolic to make a point. No one would be like, no, you're not. You're not going to eat a horse. Like, anyone who takes that shit seriously and calls you a liar is fucking retarded. But if the nugget of truth is one sentence and then the exaggeration is 2 paragraphs, well, at that point, yeah, you're just lying, which I think is what she does. She probably did like make an offer on the house and probably got a good deal. But then she added everything after that becomes a lie. And she's just embellishing the fuck out of that story. This is a boss fight, ain't it? Yeah, it is. This is a boss room.
I think she was just filthy rich and she's amazing. I don't understand that. And she lies about all these things. So she's just a pathological liar, and it makes no sense why she needs to flex to me. I didn't care.
She's such a pathological liar. Up until like a couple months ago, she had always told us one of the reasons that she told me that people hate on Ian was because she had done a porn with Mia Khalifa in a hijab. So I'm like,
what? No, you fucking did. Where was this one? To the best of my knowledge, I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a porn addict or anything, but I saw that porno. Mia Khalifa in the job. I thought she only did that once. And there was no other chick in that. It was just her. Her and that dude. Maybe she did more than one. I just don't believe her. I just don't believe her. I don't believe Anisa did a porn with Mia Khalifa in a job.
Oh damn!
Wait,
wait,
hold on. What does that have to do?
But,
Wait, oh, okay. Anisa said that she was in the porno with Mia Khalifa.
Yes. This was the first conversation I had with Anisa when I first met her at the gym. Michael told me, hey, the YouTuber's coming in today with his wife. They're training, you know, come and meet them and film, right? And then I go and I meet her and I said to her, hey, you know, we don't really know much about the YouTube world. So are you also a YouTuber, or what do you do for work? And then she like literally giggled like, ah. And then she was like, well, you know, I actually had a porn video that went viral. And I was like, oh my God, I just looked around to make sure nobody was around us because why are you talking about this at the gym? And then she's like, yeah, I had
Because she's addicted to attention.
a porn video that I did with Mia Khalifa and another Muslim girl, and the three of us had hijabs on, and it was very controversial.
Guys, I did a porn video with Dave Chappelle. It was directed by Ron Jeremy. It was when he was doing the Chappelle show. It didn't go viral though, so you might not have seen it.
And I got lots of death threats. And then after that, I was like terrified for my life, and Ian needed to protect me. And
Oh my God, and now she gets death threats and terrified. Here's the part where you know it's a lie. The part where she says, like, it was somewhat believable. It's wild that the most unbelievable part of this lie is the part where she says, Ian had to protect me.
so that's kind of how I became famous, you know? So she made it seem to me that was how she was.
That's
what she was
That's such
known
a
for.
crazy thing to lie about.
Yeah. She's a liar. She lies all the time. And I think she liked us because we weren't a part of the YouTube world, and she could just lie to us continuously.
And she goes, we're not going to look it up.
We're not going to look it up. Why
I'm
would
not
we
gonna
look that up?
Also, I'm not going to look up a fucking porn of my client's wife.
I didn't even
like,
know
that's
who that was.
insane. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not a weird, bad person. Like, so we literally didn't even know that was a lie until, like, recent. We found out a bunch of their lies recently. And, like, watching Ian's video, like, I had no idea he fucking hated as much as us, and we were fucking losers. First of all, like, I'm the youngest of my family. So when you try to roast me, but you say the shit that he says, dude, it literally makes me laugh super hard. He's like, you fuck. Once again, we were laughing at Sam Hyde's video.
His roasts are so pathetic, so juvenile, small-brained. He goes, this part's really gonna piss me off. Fuck this guy. And his response is like, fuck you, Ethan.
Yeah.
I don't think he was always this dumb.
What is that? Crazy. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm about to get him. Guys. He's about to make me real mad. I'm about to get him. Watch this, guys. Watch me roast him. I know you are, but what am I? Ha! Ha ha! Got him!
He does not know how to. He doesn't know how to throw beef
Sick burn.
with anybody. Here's a good example. Okay, so after like his fight with Dr. Mike, right? When they were fighting in the ring, Dr. Mike hit him in the back of the head several times in the back of the head, which is a legal punch, right? And the ref didn't call it. So I was upset about that. Ian and Anisa were super upset about that, right? After the fight.
Yeah, see, and at this point, it makes me go, did Dr. Mike do that on purpose? Because Dr. Mike's a big dude. He's also a doctor. He knows where to hit somebody to fuck him up. And he's got experience boxing, so he should have known better. I think he wanted to give iDubbbz brain damage. Allegedly. I don't want to throw accusations at Dr. Mike. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
The next morning, when we ran into Dr. Mike and his
Oh yeah, she was definitely not in that photo.
entourage in the hotel that we were all staying in that Ian and Anisa rented for us. I ran into Dr. Mike and his girlfriend and his entourage. I'm with Michael and Ian and Anisa, and I was pissed. So I was about to check Dr. Mike. I said, I checked him.
What'd you say?
I said to him, because Dr. Mike was like, oh, what a great fight we had. What a crazy event. And I said, what about those back of the head shots that you threw to Ian? That wasn't okay.
She like actually kind of ruined the mood because we're all trying to have like a chummy experience. No. And she was so pissed. She's sticking up for Ian.
What did he say?
Like,
what did Dr. Mike say?
The headshot.
Yeah, I did.
What's
and
that?
then,
What did Dr. Mike say to that?
He tried to ignore it. He was like,
he ignored it. He played it off. Just what his exact response is this. Oh, yeah, it was savage. Savage? And then
Oh, he's still memeing. Yeah, I think he did it on purpose. I don't blame him either. No shade at Dr. Mike. I just think he did it on purpose.
And then I literally said, I'm not going to be part of this conversation. I'm walking away. And I walked away.
And I was like, we got to go to the beach.
Yeah.
I was like, we got to get out of here.
That day we were going to go to the beach before we head home, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm done talking to you guys. You're a piece of shit for like hitting Ian in the back of the head, and now you're not gonna say anything. And Ian and Anisa are both standing there like dumb fucks. They couldn't even like say anything. They were just
Cowards.
Like they were scared.
It's ironic. A doctor's the one that actually gave him brain damage.
Yeah. That's why.
Which is why you think it's intentional.
That's why I don't like Dr. Mike. He's a cheater. Yeah.
What was funny was
what did you guys think of that
fight?
When the fight started and Dr. Mike like punched at him real fast after touching gloves? That was really bad manner, right?
Yes. Oh, that completely. First of all, I always told Ian too. I was like, be careful touching.
So Dr. Mike's a dirty boxer, even though he's got experience. This is how he's won all those matches he's won, right? By fighting dirty.
Gloves, because people would try to do this shit, and then sure enough, we didn't think Dr. Mike would do that. But in the first round, Ian's actually doing pretty well. Once again, Ian, this is me sticking up for you. You know comprehension, fuck. So in the first round, Ian was actually doing really well until probably about 30 seconds in or so to the.
So for the entirety of his boxing match, he did well for 30 seconds.
To the first round. At the end of the first round, he starts getting hit in the back of the head, and you see his knees buckle, and then Dr. Mike hits him. But the thing is, I told Ian, because Dr. Mike slaps with his punches, he throws punches like this, which is like how cats paw. But then when you throw overhands like that, it's easy to hit somebody in the back of the head. So I'm calling it out to the ref. I'm like, ref, back of the head, back of the head. The ref's telling me to shut up. They're telling me to sit down. They're telling me they're gonna kick me out because I was standing, and you're not supposed to stand. So I was sticking up for Ian, being a good fucking coach. Yeah. And then anyway, so he's locked in the back.
Ian and Anisa don't know how to throw beef, because obviously I called out the person that was hitting her husband in the back of the head. She was complaining. Ian and Anisa were both complaining to us all morning before we ran to Dr. Mike and them about, that was so illegal, and how come the ref didn't call it, crocodile tears. So you know what? I cared about them in that time, right? Because I thought they were my friends. So when I saw Dr. Mike, I called him out, and guess what? Ian and Anisa were silent. They didn't say anything. They just looked. And they're quiet. Anisa was terrified that I was actually calling out Dr. Mike. But dude, that's your husband. Call him out. This is your card. Why are you afraid?
I was upset about when we watched that fight, because we were promoting the event at the time.
Yeah.
I was upset about the punch that Dr. Mike threw right out the gate.
Yeah. That was round 2. And then on round 2, they go to touch gloves, and Dr. Mike goes, my coach told me to start fast, so. Mother, you don't need to. You knew what you were doing. You weren't that adrenaline filled to where you're start fast. I don't know, touch gloves. It was it was an excuse.
Dr. Mike wanted to rock Ian quickly from the beginning, so that way Ian would just basically lose his equilibrium, just be afraid from that moment on. And that's kind of what happened in the fight. You know what I mean? Even though Ian trained hard, it was not good enough because he was training against someone who has lots of experience. Even though Dr. Mike put out a video saying that he just started training, that's a lie.
He said he was training for 10 years.
Well, he's been doing Taekwondo since he was 8 years old or something.
But he said he was boxing.
So he knows better. But anyway, compared to him, Dr. Mike's a saint. We love Dr. Mike. He's out there being a doctor and giving brain damage when necessary, right?
Yeah. Who would have thought years later I'm on Dr. Mike's side way more than my own fighters?
Yeah.
It's the way that he treated us over time is ridiculous. Especially why would I want to hang out with you fucking losers?
Yeah.
It's excuse me? What's funny to me is Odd Ones Out and people like that had horrible experiences. They got knocked out in the first round versus Alex, and yet they would still go back to their boxing coach and train after the fight. And I'm just Ian, these people are training when they don't have a fight lined up because they actually have a relationship with their coach. You're so clueless and you have no empathy or comprehension, so you can't understand that.
Accountability.
Mike Quick's people got him a YouTube channel. First of all, shout out to Mike Quick's YouTube channel. He just got 10,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Michael Quick. We love you and we appreciate you.
I don't know who that is, but clap.
That's Hunter's coach. He's a good guy. He was
the coach for Michael Reeves. He was the coach for William Haynes.
Cool.
He was the coach for Odd Ones Out. So he coached several people on the event. And they were the ones, his YouTubers after the event bought him camera equipment and helped him set up a YouTube channel.
Oh,
so
that's
it's just
nice. Wow.
Dude, it's so nice.
Yeah.
And we're just how come people that...
Okay, maybe I will stop it there. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm going to have to stop here. Jesus. I think we get the gist of it, though. I think the rest of it, they're kind of looping at this point. And there's still 30 minutes left of this. So if you guys want to watch the rest of it, you can go watch that episode of the H3 podcast, number 191, responding to iDubbbz and Anisa. But I think we get the gist of it. iDubbbz and Anisa are selfish pricks who will screw over everyone around them for personal gain and then dispose of them as soon as they don't need them anymore. Now they're getting exposed for it, and they don't know what to do, so they're panicking. And they're going to become full old cows in the process, which is what makes this so entertaining. But that's where I'll stop this one. So if you guys want to watch the rest of it, you can go watch it on their channel. What was the other video? They said, did they say iDubbbz had a video? Damn it, I forgot already. Is it iDubbbz had a new video, or was it Anisa? Yeah, it's not iDubbbz. Wondering if it was Anisa. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I edit this tomorrow. And if I can figure out what that video is, and we'll watch that tomorrow. I'm trying to redo my stream and trying to get better streaming time. Oh, the Charlie Kirk one, yeah. Well, I don't see a video by Ian on Charlie Kirk. Maybe it was a live stream? I'm going to go through his Twitch tomorrow and see if I can find clippable moments. I'm not going to watch his full streams, but I may kind of... God, I wish that Twitch had the fucking transcript option so I could just search for his... Yeah, it was part of his stream, so I can just search for his stuff. Because there's probably so many clippable moments in his stream. I'm going to try to go through those tomorrow and put together an actual segment on iDubbbz. I wanted to finish this one up before I went to bed because I am fucking exhausted again. I'm trying to redo my streaming schedule so I can start earlier and go to sleep earlier. I've gotten the going to sleep earlier part. Now I'm got to change my daily routine so I can actually start earlier. I got so much going on. Try to spend time with the kids and the wife, have some dinner, get some YouTube videos edited. And I always barely get that video up in time, which I did get a new video up on the channel, and there should be one again tomorrow. I'm trying to go back to daily uploads, but I'm going to have to juggle some things around if I'm going to do earlier streams to make this work. For now, though, thanks for watching this one, guys. If you are new to the stream, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can make a few shekels off of YouTube. So I can get some of the milk from this little cow. And if you enjoy watching these VODs and you want to be part of the live stream, right now I do them every night at about midnight, but I'm trying to start earlier. So be sure to have those notifications on to see when I go live. Discord and all the links are down in the description. Thanks for watching this one. Thanks for watching the live stream, those of you who are watching live, and hopefully I'll be able to start earlier tomorrow, and I will see you guys then. I'm going to go pass out now. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, guys.